Keeping rolling to his right. Wants to look downfield.
He didn't make it. He didn't make it.
We held him.
Unbelievable.
He's going to throw the ball. He's got a man deep.
He's got it.
He's got a man in the middle.
Touchdown!
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 We win!
Touchdown!
And good evening, week 4 of high school football. The Rockets are on the road to take on the Harbor Creek Huskies. And it is a beautiful day in Northwest Pennsylvania for high school football. Our coverage is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, by Bayless Fuel Service, by Oil Creek Plastics, by Interstate Pipe and Supply, by Larry's Auto Service, by True Value Hardware, by Anderson Physical Therapy, by Armstrong, by the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, by the Titusville Dairy Products Company, by Joe Taylor Ford, by Farmers National Bank, by the Titusville Area Hospital Meadville Medical Center, by the Blue Canoe Brewery, by the Titusville Moose Family Center, by the Barking Lot, by Wagner's Gun Tech, by the Oil Country Federal Credit Union, by Corky's Pizza and Subs, by Family Video, and by the Titusville Beverage. And once again, good evening. Titusville Rockets on the road. Week 4 high school football at the Paul J. White Stadium in Harbor Creek, Pennsylvania. We'll tell you about that, gentlemen, a little bit later in the pregame show. But again, we welcome you tonight. It's it should be the 0-3 Rockets and the 3-0 Huskies. Jim and Steve Bodemer join the broadcast tonight.
That's a big ball game for Titusville. Of course, the Huskies want to get into their second region win. They have defeated Girard already this season, and Titusville wants to pick up their first win of the season and also their first win in region. So I can see this as an important ball game for Titusville. Try to get something going. Had a pretty good outing against Prep, and we can talk about that sometime down the road a bit. But at the same time, they didn't get the win. They need to get a win, and I think tonight's a very critical time for them. See if they can pick up this win here in Harbor Creek.
Yeah, I think Titusville, if they can get off early and score, get up, let's see what we can do with a lead. We haven't been able to get into the end zone until at least the second half, if not the fourth quarter so far this year. Titusville tonight, if they can get into the scoreboard early, get up, get a lead here and see what kind of football we can manage to play at that point. But yeah, it is a big game for Titusville. Even at 0-3, 0-2 in the region, you're still not out of playoff contention yet. It's still very early, and you have a shot here. But this is a crucial game. You're starting to, even at week 4, getting into key games where you've got to make things happen.
Yeah, you really do. And as you just mentioned, this is one of those situations for the Titusville Rockets. One of the things that we've run into, and you alluded to it, Steve, is our offense has been somewhat anemic. I'm going to guess 27 points or 30 points, something like that for 3 games. Just unable to put points on the board, and that has to change if we're going to have anything going on. Defense has been playing fairly well, especially last week. I thought the defense stepped up fairly well. But the offense has got to get themselves going tonight.
Well, and the problem that we have offensively is that, first of all, they're not a great or high-powered offense.
Right.
So the first thing you've got to do is not make the mistake, and that's what's been killing us so far this year.
All right, guys, a lot to come in the pregame show. We'll be going down to the field to Bill McCrillis on the wireless mic tonight, brought to you by the Titusville Dairy Products Company and by Horn Textile. That's coming up. Steve, you had a chance to sit down with Coach Hancock. That interview is coming up next. During the Larry's Auto Service Blue Canoe Brewery pregame show, our coverage continues right after this.
Anderson Physical Therapy is committed to your long-term health and well-being. With certified licensed therapists, Andersons can provide therapy for all your rehabilitation needs. With offices located at 202 Union Street in Titusville and 118 Main Street, Tityute, Anderson looks forward to opening their new location in Cambridge Springs, making it convenient for you to get back to doing the things you enjoy. So stay on top of your game with Anderson Physical Therapy, with convenient locations in Northwest Pennsylvania and online 24/7 at andersonphysicaltherapy.net.
A stranger, crazy, or quirkier group of dog lovers cannot be found. We've looked, and that's what you'll find at the Barking Lot in Titusville. Dogs love us because we love dogs. We do everything we can to make sure our clients, dogs, not people, are completely comfortable and happy when they come to our shop. We've worked hard to create a safe, happy, and wholesome environment for everyone. We offer grooming, daycare, and boarding. Plus, you'll find a few products that our clients will love, and so will their owners. So bring your pups in and let them discover their new home away from home, the Barking Lot on Franklin Street in Titusville. Titusville.
Interstate Pipe and Supply means it when we say service means business. With a knowledgeable staff, full fleet of trucks, and large product offering, we can answer your questions and fill your orders, big job or small. Covering multiple applications and industries, we're not just a plumbing location, but a one-stop shop assisting homeowners and contractors quickly and efficiently. We are locally owned and make it our #1 priority to keep our customers returning and happy. We have been a staple in the Titusville community for 40+ years. Stop in today and let us service you. Good luck to the Titusville Rockets this year.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Rocket pregame show. I'm Steve Bodmer, and with me is Coach Hancock of the Rockets, and we're into week 4 already in this season. It's hard to believe it's just come and gone so quick.
It's flying by, for sure.
But let's talk a little bit about last week's ball game at Mercyhurst Prep up at the stadium. Score obviously not what we wanted, but we had mentioned during the broadcast a couple of things that we were really impressed with. And the first thing was we thought the energy and the effort that the kids put forth was far the best we've seen so far.
Yes, yeah. I mean, like you said, the score is not indicative of how well I think we played. There were a number of times that, we had drives that continued on because of a penalty on their part, and our kids were able to maintain composure and take advantage of that. We just couldn't put it in, the end zone like we'd want to, but those are the positives you have to take out of a game like that.
Well, and it was nice to see it because week 1 was just really bad.
Yeah.
Week 2, though not great, was a little bit better, but leaps and bounds in this week 3 game. And then the other thing you mentioned before we thought was really key for our kids was their composure. It would have been very easy to lose your head, particularly with some of the antics that were going on.
Sure. And to the credit of the ref on our side, he was calling the penalties. I don't understand what the other 3 might have missed.
Well, and there was one spot there where they had made a call, and Mercyhurst's coach was ballistic and upset about it, and re-looked at it 2 or 3 times. How can you defend this?
Right.
This is a penalty. You've got to call these things.
Well, I think I listened to your show, and I do like it. So I watch every week, and I agree with you. I don't know how, if you're beating a team like that, you even have, I don't know if it's audacity or the backbone to argue anything, well, except get your kid off and, have a discussion with them. But that doesn't seem to be a priority for them.
No, so. It didn't, and it was a little disappointing on that note. But tonight's ball game, Harbor Creek, undefeated, sitting at top of the region with Mercyhurst Prep right now. But a little misleading, possibly. The same way our 0-3 record might be a little bit misleading.
Right.
What are we looking at with Harbor Creek tonight?
Well, you have a team that's has the community behind it. They were in a similar situation to us a few years ago, and us right now, kind of in regards to not winning very many games. And now that they've won 3 in a row, they have big signs on the side of the thruway there, and those kinds of things. You get a community around you, you get some emotional, they're riding a high right now, so we're going to have to be able to kind of quell that pretty quick.
So we're looking hopefully to get off on a positive note early. Offensively, we've just not been able to put points on the board.
Right. Yep.
As a coach, what are you looking at to try to jumpstart maybe that offensive production a little bit?
Again, we've tried to, or I've tried to jockey the lineup as far as receivers, runners, those types of things, to see if we can, find the right balance of players. Because, again, we're not huge in stature, and speed is certainly hurt us some. So we need to put a mix of both out there. You don't want to have a one line that tries to play both ways with everything on there, and then, through the first quarter, you've played both ways, and now you're all tired. So we don't want that. So it's hard to find that balance, and we just haven't found it yet.
Our line play, though, it wasn't addictive, but I thought they played pretty well. I thought they held their own a lot of times in the Mercyhurst Prep ball game. Harbor Creek, Titusville's lines, how do we match up?
Again, I think physically we match up pretty well. We're we're probably bigger actually than this line, but we can't have those letdowns, and that even though the score was so lopsided, I think a lot of times we have that one play letdown that is a major, it's a major hit to us as far as, I think that first series when Mercyhurst, we had them pinned back there pretty well, and it was 3rd and 10 or 11, and then they bust out the big. Yeah, you can't do that. Good teams can't have that happen.
No.
So we have to eliminate those things.
And then offensively, you've got to try to get ahead of the sticks a little bit. And we talked a little bit about it during the game. If you're running the ball, a 3-yard run's a good play. 3 yards, and you're going to drive down the field.
And it's that one block that we're missing, to make that 4 or 5 yards. So now we're in a 3rd and short situation versus a 3rd and long a lot of times that we had.
Execution-wise, your kids seem to be getting a little bit more comfortable on both sides of the ball, offense and defense. Are they getting the playbooks down and getting a little bit more comfortable with things?
We've got a lot of young receivers too. It's hard to find a balance that, here I can only run these 5 plays with you.
Right.
And when it, like I've said before on the show, when it clicks for them and they understand that, oh, that's just like this, and this, it's just connected, it goes a lot quicker. So we've seen some progress that way. We've had a few individual meetings where we've tutored them a little bit, and so hopefully that you'll see that come Friday or come tonight.
And it's important to realize that these are young kids, and a lot of these kids are playing, even if they've played varsity ball last year, they're in new positions.
Oh, absolutely.
So they're starting over. So even if you have a junior at a new spot, he's basically a sophomore or freshman because he's got to learn all that. And Parker Harvey's a good indication of that as running in. We've seen Parker start to improve just the little things, dropping the pads and delivering blows instead of standing upright and taking a hit.
Right.
Defensively, we haven't really seen a whole lot of blitz packages, not a whole lot of stunts, pretty much stand up, play your area, try to control your zone type of defense. Could that change going into tonight to try to cross up the Harbor Creek offense?
Well, Harbor Creek is very similar to us as far as what they run offensively. They have a lot of different looks, so that creates some issues with our kids from formational issues. So we want to make sure we adjust to their formation, but then we're somewhat reluctant to blitz somebody through there, and Lucci's still hamstrung a little bit with the arm, so you're caught between a rock and a hard place. Do we throw our best tackler through, and then if he misses, then
what happens next?
So you may see a few more things from our line, or rotating some guys just to keep them fresh.
Fresher. And with Lucci DeRozan, their last touchdown, Mercyhurst's last touchdown, Lucci met the running back in the hole, pretty much where you want him to go, but because he's got basically one arm, and that's a big tailback that they have, it's hard for Lucci to bring him down. What's probably the biggest key for tonight's ball game at Harbor Creek?
I just think we need to, continue to press forward and be positive and get some positive, offense. I'd like to see us move some things. We haven't really, if you look at our statistics, certainly you hate to go back, but I mean, we need to have better production. We can't, settle for anything in the fourth. We want to get on the board early.
Get up early. Well, we'll be back here. We're at Harbor Creek tonight for the region leaders, Harbor Creek Huskies against our Titusville Rockets, and hopefully Titusville can get things going early and score often. We'll be right back after these words.
Hospital partners, Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital together provide a continuum of high-quality care across Crawford County. Both create the ultimate patient experience. Every patient, every time. Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital are more than a hospital. We are a hospital partner, a community partner, a family partner, and a health partner.
Healing Heroes is an opportunity for Armstrong and our communities to give back. We've partnered with Guardian Angels Medical Service Dogs, which rescues, raises, and individually trains the highest caliber service and assistance dogs at their facility in Williston, Florida. They are then paired with veterans with disabilities such as PTSD, seizure disorders, and more. If you would like to help, visit facebook.com/ArmstrongOneWire and click the Healing Heroes tab. Together, we can unleash the power to heal.
Oil Creek Plastics, the industry leader in polyethylene pipe, is proud to be a part of the Titusville community and a proud sponsor of Titusville High School athletics. Located off Route 27 in East Titusville, Oil Creek Plastics has been a vested part of the Titusville community for 28 years. At Oil Creek Plastics, we take pride in supporting our community and are thrilled to bring instant and slow motion replay to the stream's Titusville Rockets sports broadcasts. In Titusville and here to stay, Oil Creek Plastics. Best of luck to the Titusville Rockets.
And welcome back to the Larry's Auto Service Blue Canoe Brewery pregame show here at the Paul J. White Stadium.
That's a name that should be familiar to a lot of people, and I think you're going to play that in here a little bit, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. One of the nice things about the Fall Festival of football, probably the last 3 years, Steve, is we've had some great weather. I think Mark, you remember Mark? The senior year that Mark played, remember we played Warren in the mud?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's the worst conditions we've had. When did you graduate? 7 years ago?
Yes, 07.
So we've had pretty nice weather since that time. Tonight's no different. It's got to be about 70-some degrees. There it is, 70 degrees here tonight at the stadium. And Bill McCrillis is down on the field. And we'll get a chance to talk to Bill here in a second and see what it's like. It's a turf field, beautiful field, be a nice stadium here at Harbor Creek. Great place to play. So weather's not going to be a factor, I don't think. I think it's going to work pretty well here for both ball clubs.
Well, speaking of Bill, let's go down to the field, perhaps, to Bill McCrillis. He's on the wireless mic tonight. Bill is brought to you by the Titusville Dairy Products Company and by Horn Textile. Talking about those field conditions and the turf, not a whole lot you can say, but
well, I don't know. We'll find out how bad the turf is when we see Bill going up and down the field. Next thing you know, he's falling over on his head.
He is. Did they just mow that field, Bill?
No, it's really nice. I just got the cows off it a little while ago, so and the sheep were out here about 2 o'clock, so we're good to go.
Really a nice looking field, Bill, and it's artificial turf, of course, and just looks like it's in great shape. We haven't had any water or anything for quite some time. Of course, not that it would affect it, but it would drain pretty quickly, I suppose. But nice dry conditions down there for you. Is it very warm?
No, it's really, really comfortable down there. It's just every once in a while you get a slight breeze. But I'll tell you what, Jim, this is the nicest field that I have ever been on right now. It is really, really plush. It looks like your backyard.
Yeah, it does. I wish my backyard, front yard even now, looked that nice. But you're right. It is one of the better fields, Steve, that I've seen. I don't know how long we talked about the turf being down here for quite some time, but it has not. It doesn't show any wear.
No, it doesn't show anywhere, and this is a real nice field. I get a chance to actually walk on it every spring when we come up here for the Harbor Creek Track and Field Invitational. Titusville always attends that, and I'm up here working with some kids, and it's really a nice field. They keep it very well. The stadium itself is one of the best stadiums around in the area. I mean, it's always neat, plenty of seating capacity, and the really nice thing that I kind of like is we're watching here is we're watching the trains go by. And that's a long train that's coming by, but that's just kind of those little things like we talk about at Carter Field with the stone wall and the cover, the overhang there that makes high school stadiums kind of unique. And this is a good one here.
Well, it's one of the nice things about playing in Northwest Pennsylvania as opposed to the inner city. You get these kinds of things, as Bill alluded to, the sheep just get off the field.
Yeah, but
it is nice.
Not only that, it's named after a graduate who went on to do some great things. This is the Paul J. White's Stadium, and here is the astronaut, Paul J. White's.
These are the 3 men who will open the space station and stay there 28 days. Astronauts Paul Weitz, Dr. Joseph Kerwin, and Charles Pete Conrad. 40-year-old Paul Weitz, a native of Erie, Pennsylvania, will have the main responsibility for conducting the Earth Resources experiments on board this first Skylab.
Well, the Earth Resources experiments package is a group of 5 sensors which we're going to use to look at the Earth to gather data with these 5 sensors 15 times during our flight.
So a little bit of history there.
Yeah, it is. That fascinates me. It's one of the things I would like to have done had I been capable and able. I'd love to have done. Oh, don't look at me like that, Steve. Steve, you've been telling me you've been out in space for a long time. But that's something I think would be exciting. Today I was watching some of the films. Bill, I'm going to talk to you because Steve's not.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was watching some of the films from last year with the Titusville Rockets as well as last week's game. And after I get done with that, I switched over and I watched a whole lot of flying videos, including some space videos. So I'm not foreign to that subject, or that subject's not foreign to me, whichever way it goes. I'm glad you told me that. Gave me time to say all of that, Luke. It's nice of you, Mr. Producer.
All right, we're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we're going to look at last year's game and look at both schedules, the remaining schedules, the rest of this season. This is Titusville Rocket Football, and our pregame show is brought to you by Larry's Auto Service and the Blue Canoe Brewery. Rocket Football continues right after this.
Bayless Fuel in Titusville carries a full line of automotive and truck maintenance supplies, like Wix filters, the best performing, most reliable filters in the world. Interstate Batteries, the #1 replacement brand battery in North America. Bayless Fuel also carries motor oils, greases, and specialty lubricants, like hydraulic oils, transmission fluid, brake fluid, antifreeze, and more. Let the friendly staff find the right product for the job at hand. Bayless Fuel on South Brown Street in Titusville.
It's Joe Taylor Ford's 16th anniversary, and we want to say thank you. Thank you for making Joe Taylor Ford your first choice when purchasing a new or used vehicle. So for this month only, we're giving away some cool stuff. Stop in anytime and register for chances to win every Monday, no purchase necessary. We want to say thank you for 16 great years of business. Oh, and while you're here, check out the Ford F-150 or Ford Escape. So hurry on in to Joe Taylor Ford and celebrate with us. Route 257 in Seneca.
You could be my love, even if the sky is falling down. I know that we'll be safe and sound.
So many Americans struggle with finances. Starting today, State Farm is here to help, giving us all the chance to simply sit down and learn. Visit letstarttoday.com or talk to an agent.
We're safe and sound.
The Titusville Moose Family Center, number 84, is a proud supporter of Titusville Rocket Athletics. And just like in Rocket Sports, the Titusville Moose Lodge is committed to working together to make our community a better place to live, work, and play. The Titusville Moose Family Center contributes thousands of dollars into scholarship opportunities for area students, in addition to supporting other nonprofit entities in our own backyard. Students, get involved with your community and make a difference. Good luck, Rockets, and know we'll always be cheering for you from the Titusville Moose Family Center.
And welcome back to the Larry's Auto Service Blue Canoe Brewery pregame show here at Harbor Creek High School. Jim and Steve Bodimer. I'm Luke Rio. Camera operators tonight, Mark Heim and Mr. Nick Wigg.
Both teams back out on the field as we're getting close to kickoff. The captains will be meeting out the center of the field with our wireless mic man, Mr. Bill, and we'll get some information from them.
We're going to take a look here real quick here at last year's Rocket Huskies game. Of course, Titusville won that one 41-6. 249 on the ground yards, 163 through the air, 412 total, 6 touchdowns for the Rockets. The Huskies, we didn't have their stats for that game. So that's going to be not quite as high tonight, I don't think, is what we've had.
Well, as you mentioned, we don't have that high-powered offense that we had last year. Getting all set for the national anthem. Kickoff's not too far away.
Just going to ease into the national anthem.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're waiting for, they have a group I think is going to sing down here in the field, and they're just waiting for the announcements. There we go. And the national anthem is done by the chorale of Harbor Creek High School and done very, very well. Thank them for that.
Okay. We got kickoff, the coin toss, all that coming up. This is the Rocket pregame show brought to you by Larry's Auto Service and by the Blue Canoe Brewery. Rocket football is coming up next.
Farmers National Bank has always been committed to the communities they serve. It's part of our mission to remain an independent community bank where the art of a handshake has not been lost. We continue to strive to offer the highest standard in industry competitive products and services. We act not only to benefit the bank, but our customers, businesses, communities, and our employees, because we know our employees pride themselves in their work and serving their communities. When you invest with us, you can be proud to know that we're investing it right back, and that's the way it should be. We're Farmers National Bank. Go Rockets!
And we're all set to have actually the coin toss has already taken place, but the final verdict of it for us up here. Bill McGrillis is down on the field. Let's listen in. Actually, they are just tossing the coin. Unable to hear exactly what's going on. Something going on there with the mic, I guess, but we'll see what they say here. And Harbor Creek and Titusville. Titusville will receive. Harbor Creek will kick off and defending the goal to our right. And we'll just give Titusville an opportunity, Steve, to get the first possession, see if we can get our offense going here this evening.
Well, and that's, I think, what Coach Hancock wants to do. He's an offensive-minded head coach, and he wants his offense on the field. One of the things we should talk about and maybe mention here is there is a big change in the lineup for the Rockets tonight, and that's going to be at the quarterback position. And in no way is this indicative as a statement of Jack Garrett's play at quarterback, but tonight, Titusville is going to start Andrew Fish at quarterback, which tells me they'll probably take Jack Garrett and use him as a wide receiver in tonight's offense, which we've seen the young Fish boy throw the ball in the last couple of weeks. He throws a nice football, not as experienced as Jack is, but at this point I think he's looking for a little bit of a spark. Just going to make a change there. We've also seen some receivers had trouble holding on to the balls. Jack's experienced at that position as well, so that's going to be the big change offensively for the Rockets tonight.
Yeah, we'll see how that plays out for Titusville. And again, as you mentioned, Jack has the experience at a wideout position, played there last year with when Corcoran was a quarterback. So it's not an unfamiliar position for Jack, and it is a chance for the young sophomore to begin to learn the varsity ways. So I think it's a win-win.
Yeah, I do too. I think it's a good decision by Coach Hancock. He knows how important this game is. We think it's key because our schedule, as it turns out this year, is front-end loaded. Top three positions are our top three games. Here's the officiating crew: John DeLuca, Paul Schultz, Tom Schaff, Gerald Harkness, and Gerald DeLuca are the five officials taking care of tonight's ball game.
It's a good thing they don't wear numbers because we want to pick on them individually. This way we can just go collectively.
Keep it generic on the boys in stripes.
Jason Bratt will be kicking off for the Huskies. He'll have it on the left hash mark. Titus will have Parker Harvey and Palm, I believe, standing back at their own 10-yard line. This young man, we've been watching him work out and kick off. He's got a pretty good leg on him from Harbor Creek. And the kick's going to come down. It's going to be taken by Harvey. He'll back up, take it at the 5-yard line, drops it. Oh, it's loose, and Harbor Creek has it. Parker unable to field it, and Harbor Creek falls in the ball at the Titusville 11-yard line. So it'll be first down and 10 Huskies, and what a break right off the get-go for Harbor Creek. What a tough thing right now. The defense got to step up.
Yeah, and this is the kind of what we had mentioned briefly that Titusville cannot afford to do is shoot yourself in the foot. And on the opening kickoff, Parker just drops the ball, and then as he bends down to try to pick it up, he accidentally kicks it forward. And there's a Harbor Creek player right there to recover the ball. So it's going to be Harbor Creek with the first opportunity here.
It'll be first down and 10 at the Titusville 16 as the official crew gets in the right positions here. They're going to send Harbor Creek 3 to the left. Lucas Folman, the quarterback, 6'1", 190-pound senior. One running back with him on his left. Going to throw a screen. Off to the left side to number 4, kicks down inside the 10, and that would be Nick Oot, a 6', 170-pound senior. Picks up of about 6 on the play. Second down and 4.
That wasn't too badly played by the Titusville defense. Looked like Jack Garrett came up and took out a couple of blockers, and Rod Perez, last week's player of the game, come up and make a good tackle and stop him at the 10.
This time they'll send, Harbor Creek sends one to the right, one to the left, to keep 2 backs in with Foreman. Ball's given off to the second man through, cuts to the outside. He's at the 10, the 5, and he's going to get in for the touchdown. Right off the get-go, and that would be Leonardo Barney. In off the left side as they start up the middle and bring it back to the left side, Steve, and get into the end zone.
Well, we've had trouble with this type of a play all year where they start one direction and then they cut it back and we just are out of position. Here it is. He's up to the right side and then sees nobody out there to the left side. And there's nobody out there to the left side. Somebody lost containment. Easy trip into the end zone. So Titusville once again is going to start out on the short end of the scoreboard.
It will be attempt by kick here for Harbor Creek. Leading 6-0 already. Snap, kick, placement, and it is good. Just underway here. 11:17 to go in the first quarter. It's 7-0, and Harbor Creek able to take advantage of the Titusville turnover. And not a good start for Titusville. Good start for Harbor Creek.
Well, yeah, it is a very good start for Harbor Creek, and when you're given the ball in the red zone, you're just asking for trouble. You're just going to give up way too many points there. And as we've talked about with our offense, it's not high-powered. It's not like it was last year. You just can't afford to make these kind of mistakes, and this is week 4. And, you know, it's an honest mistake. I understand that, but it's still a mistake you can't afford to make.
Well, we'll see if we can come back. The good thing about that whole thing, as we said, it's at the start of the game.
Yeah,
so we got a long ways to go.
Well, you basically have 4 quarters.
Yes.
To go. It only took, 43 seconds off the clock. So you've got 4 quarters to go. You just got to now shake it off and get things going.
Again, we'll send Palma back. He'll be standing at the 10 along with Harvey.
Now, here's a thing. If this young man is a control-type kicker, directional kicker, I kick it right back at Harvey again.
Yeah, I imagine he will. He's gonna spot it up in the left hash mark as he did before. And Harvey again standing back at about the 8-yard line. Landon Palma on the left side over the hash mark, also at about the 8 or 9-yard line. Okay, we'll see this time if it works out a little better for Titusville. Break one for 100, that'd be nice. Huskies spread out across the field. Jason Bratt ready to approach the ball. Everybody set to go. We'll see what happens this time for Titusville. The kick's going to go down the right side. It's going to be a short kick, and it's going to be out of bounds. No, we have to field the last second, the 32-yard line. Heads up player there by Titusville. I can't see who the number is.
I can't either. It looks like, I think, number 8 for Titusville, Ryan Bish, I think, was the guy on the ball. And that's one of those things where you know, that's the tough thing to judge on sometimes on these artificial turfs. You don't know where that ball's going to squirt and slide out of bounds or whether it's going to stop dead. And that was like a Jordan Spieth 9-iron, just stopped dead on the green.
I thought sure it was going to go out of bounds. Had it been me, I'd been standing there watching it, and they would have got it again.
They'd have got it again because he was real close. Harbor Creek has good coverage coming down on their kickoffs.
Heads up play. Switch footballs now as we get set to go. And as Steve mentioned, quarterback change. Andrew Fish is a quarterback for Titusville. We have 3 to the right, singles to the left for Titusville. Parker Harvey in the backfield with Andrew. Fish waiting for his first snap for the Rockets. Ball goes off to Parker Harvey, cuts to the outside, and he's going to be hit and dropped. That might get a couple, but up quickly from the outside was Harbor Creek to make the stop and pick up about 1 on the play.
Yeah, it's Reese Ferguson coming out from the defensive end position to make the stop, and I thought he had room to go here too. We got to hold on to that block a little bit. Colin Hoffmeister couldn't quite keep engaged with the defensive end. He got off the block to make a good play.
Second down and 9 on the counter, coming the other way, and they're going to try to run that counter. It's not going to go anywhere. It's going to be snuffed out. In fact, they might even lose 1 on the counter play. That's Jack Garrett on the carry. Brings up a 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, this is one of the problems you have when you make changes in a quarterback in a rhythm-style offense where there's a lot of reading going on. You can see the delay in that handoff. The timing's just not there. That's got to happen a lot quicker.
Titusville now will stack their wideouts in tight. Keep Parker Harvey in the backfield along with Andrew. Andrew looking to throw. Looking down on the left side. Has the pass incomplete. Thrown over the head of Signs. And it'll go 3 and out for Titusville. They'll have to kick it away as the ball is at the Titusville 32-yard line. So a 3 and out for Titusville, and Harbor Creek will get the ball back as Parker Harvey will go back to do the kicking for Titusville.
And Fish gets rid of it just as he gets racked, but there's nobody really overthrew the receiver, which was a good job because the receivers were covered. Wasn't anybody open on that particular pass play.
Ben Johnson standing back at about his 34-yard line on one side. I'll check the number of the gentleman on the other side. Harvey will get the kick away from about his 20. Pretty good snap. Short kick. It's going to be taken on the right side. Up across the 50, midfield, across the 45, the 40, 35, look out, and knocked out of bounds at the Titusville 25. Good return. Once again, good field position for Harbor Creek.
Looked like Jack Garrett and Parker Harvey combining on making a stop, but you know, that's a good 35, 40-yard run back here. Special teams right now just absolutely killing Titusville.
Osterkamp was the ball carrier for Harbor Creek. They'll have a first down and 10 right at the Titusville 25. They'll send 2 to the left, send 1 to the right. Fullman again at the quarterback spot. Ball is given off to the tailback, tries to cut to the outside and get pursued, but he makes the corner and knocks the ball's knocked out of his hand, fumbled out of bounds. Pick up about 2 on the play.
Looked like Tony Perez is in on the table, and Josiah Jacobson coming up, making a good solid hit on the running back. You're going to have to do that. You got to kind of soften things up here a little bit. They only pick up a yard. Good job by the Titusville defense.
Second down 9. Again, doubles to the left, signal to the right for Harbor Creek. They have a man in the wing left. Foreman looking to throw, looking downfield, pulls it down, coming across the 30. Now he's got a man deep, going to the end zone, man all by himself, touchdown. 81, got free, and he picks up the score for the second score of the game for the Huskies. That's Cody Smith all by himself.
Got a flag, guys.
Oh, got a flag, I missed it, thank you.
Well, there's absolutely no pass rush up front for Titusville. You give a kid all day to throw the ball. It's tough for defensive backs to cover.
And it's illegal
that
block.
may have been why he was that. You know, offensive pass interference.
So it's going to go against the Huskies. That's a break for us, Bill. Thank you for that.
Well, it's not like he did it.
Well, no, but he knows.
Hey, I got an extra flag in my pocket.
Oh, and you wait till now to use it?
He learned after last week. He needs the help.
It's a pink one. What can I tell you?
That's a break for Titusville. That ball's going to come back, and Harbor Creek will be penalized. I didn't see the. I was looking at the wideout.
Yeah, I didn't see the offensive pass interference. I don't know. That may be why he was going. But you know, Titusville's got to generate a little bit of a pass rush. Way too much time for the Harbor Creek quarterback to sit around and look. And it's tough on a defensive back to cover for 3 to 5 seconds, let alone 5 to 10.
The receiver on that, Jim, came from on my side over here, clear across
all the way
field.
Across. Yeah, he did. So that brings up a second down and about 23 for Harbor Creek. We got to take advantage of this now. Foreman looking to throw again, going to take it up the middle, and he's going to be stopped. Good stop by the line of scrimmage.
Lucci DeRose in on the stop, along with, I believe that's Partridge for Titusville.
62, yeah.
62. No, I've got Sutton Gage.
Yeah, Sutton Gage had a good.
Yeah, he had a good ball game last week.
Yeah, good game last week.
He's a sophomore stepping into shoes there. And also Ryan Bish in on making a stop. And one of the things we have noticed early is we're starting to see shoulder pads in on bodies and not arms.
Third down in the bundle for Harbor Creek. The ball's out the Titusville 39-yard line. Doubles back 2 in the backfield along with the quarterback, Fullman. Fullman dropping back to throw, getting the rush on him. Fullman steps up, throws over the middle, passes incomplete. In and out of the hands at the 30-yard line. Been well short of a first down. That brings up a 4th down situation. And the punting team appears to be coming in for Harbor Creek to try to pin Titusville back deep.
Yeah, you're running the field position battle here. We're going to see a quarterback drop back. A little bit of a pass rush. He steps up into the pocket. Nice job by the quarterback off the hands. Jack Garrett there to make to break that pass up. So good defensive stand here for Titusville in this series.
Britt will go back to punt for Harbor Creek. Standing back, he'll get the kick away from about midfield. Line drive kick is go over the head of Titusville into the end zone for Perez. And out the other side, Titusville get a first down, 10 out to 20. So the touchback would give Titusville the best field position of the evening for us, and see if we can get something going, Steve.
Well, you know, so far we've had just the one major mistake on the opening kickoff, which led to a touchdown. We got a break with a penalty here on this series, and the defense stiffened up, and we were able to stop them. So, you know, Titusville's got to start believing in themselves to make something happen here in this series. I'm not saying you have to score, but you've got to start gaining yards.
Titusville come out first down and 10 at their own 20. We'll send 2 to the left. Single to the right. Got a man in the wing right. Signs in motion now to the left for Titusville. Ball's getting off to Harvey. Straight up the middle. Drives straight ahead. Picks up about 3 in the play. Pretty good hole over there for Titusville. Pick up a 3.
Nice job up front by the Titusville offensive line. And this is the way I want to see Parker Harvey run. I don't want to see him going wide so much. Instead, right at tackle, right in that guard gap, that AB gap in the offensive line where he can get his shoulders down and do some power running.
Harvey's a 6 foot, 205-pound junior for the Titusville Rockets. Titusville now is going to stack the receivers in tight. Ball is given off. No, it's going to be Fish is going to keep it, and he's going to caught in the backfield. I'm not too sure maybe it was a busted play. Not real sure.
Well,
I don't think any of them were sure what was called. I think coaches called 19, but who knows?
They were a little bit rushed, I think. You could hear Coach Hancock yelling at them to get it going. So I just don't think they were all on the same page. I think that was supposed to go to Parker Harvey. But a busted play, and here again, you're shooting yourself in the foot again, making it 3rd and long.
3rd down and 11, Titusville looking to throw. And he's going to be hit and dropped back at about the 8-yard line. So we get sacked, and now it's going to be a 4th down and a bundle, and we'll have to kick it away. So far, offensively, Steve, we're in the same boat we've been in for a while. Just can't get it going.
Well, and you have these plays where you're allowing
penetration.
Penetration here, but you didn't know what you were doing on the last play. You were a little bit ahead in the chains, and then you give up 8 yards or 2 yards, and now a sack of 8 yards. We just can't do that. We've got to do a better job up front and get on the same page and the same playbook.
Harvey will be punting from his own end zone. It's 4th down and about 20. A good snap. Here comes the rush. Gets the kick away. It's coming off to the left side, and it's going to hit it, roll up to the 40, to the 45, and it's going to roll dead at about the 48-yard line. Whoa, should have hit him.
Yeah, he should have.
Oh, my goodness, number 7.
Number 7, as soon as he reached down to touch that ball, 20 should have jumped on the ball there, and that's, you're going to see somebody talking to him here pretty quick, I would think.
Yeah, there's no whistle, no fair catch.
Yeah, there's
nothing.
no whistle, no fair catch on it. You know, it would have been an interesting call from our gentleman in the stripes to see how they call that.
Yeah, I'd like to have seen that one work out. 1st down and 10, Harbor Creek. Still inside Titusville's 50.
It was interesting, Steve. We were talking to Coach Hancock, and how you reestablish yourself was sort of cleared up for us.
Well, yeah, we was talking about pass plays where the receivers pushed out of bounds, and you reestablish yourself if you come right back in bounds.
Ball's given off to the tailback coming straight the middle. He's out across the 45, inside the 45, I should say, to about the 42.
Look, trying to catch the number there. The Titusville, I think it's the one inside linebacker, Vroman, I think, is the one coming in from the side to make the tackle. They're opening up holes up front on us. We've got to do a better job up front in the defensive line.
Harbor Creek under center now, gives the ball up to the fullback. There's
Nice
a good
job.
hit. And there could be no
again.
gain. Dropped for about, well, just give him no gain on the play. Forward progress. Good hit by, is that Harvey that led the way?
No, that's Vroman again, number 86, coming in there doing a nice job. But watch it, low man wins, and you can see he's underneath the running back, does a nice job, and then we see Parker Harvey and somebody else from the backside coming in to help out on the tackle. That's what you want to see defensively.
3rd down and about 6 for Harbor Creek. They'll send doubles to the left and stack them, doubles to the right and stack. Keep a single running back. Bowman gives it off to the no. He's going to throw over the middle. Man's there, overthrows him. Had a man over the middle at about the 35. Yeah, it would have been enough for the 1st down, but the pass was too high. Brings up a 4th down kick situation for the Huskies.
Well, that's Tyler Charlton, who's listed as a running back. But if you look behind him, there's a receiver about 10 yards behind him coming across the other way, number 21, as he comes into your picture. And he threw in between the two, so I'm not too sure who he was looking for on that.
So it's a 4th down. The ball is at the Titusville 43. The punt will get away from about the 45-yard line of Harbor Creek. Titusville has Perez standing back at about the 10. Low snap, but he gets the kick away. Coming off the right side, it's going to hit at the 10, and it's going to roll. It's going to roll right down inside the 1. Oh, he's in the end zone.
He's in the end zone, but that doesn't matter.
End zone.
That doesn't matter, I guess, in high school ball.
As long as the ball doesn't get in, I think is the rule. The player can be in, but I don't think the ball can be in.
And by not fielding the ball, we now have a first down and 10 at the half-yard line. Deep in a hole.
Yeah, and I hate to beat a dead horse, so to speak. I know that upsets you.
Yeah, don't watch your language here.
But special teams, once again, is just crushing Titusville. Opening kickoff, we've seen poor kickoff coverage in the past, and now we're letting punts bounce on the ground, and this one all the way down to about the 2-inch line.
Yeah, it can't get any closer to the goal line.
No, you sure can't.
Now we'll see if Titusville can punch it out without losing 2 here. Now we have a timeout called. Titusville's going to take a timeout. We are at 5:24 left in the first quarter. Harbor Creek 7, Titusville nothing. Titusville with a timeout. We'll see what they can do when we come back.
The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home is dedicated to providing the highest level of service to Titusville and surrounding communities. Our family and staff continues the tradition started by Gordon B. Garrett in 1965, treating our clients with care and respect. Since then, we have grown, now in our 3rd generation and in 2 locations, 303 North Washington Street and 203 East Main Street, Titusville. The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, a history of tradition and commitment to excellence.
Still in first quarter action here. 7-0 Harbor Creek on top, and we'll have to recap this. We'll see what we can do. The ball is at about the 2-inch line at Titusville's goal line. Titusville has a first down and 10, and Titusville false start half the distance to the goal.
You can't get any halfer than that.
I'm not sure you can move it.
You can't get any halfer than that. That's the quote, Bill.
So you're basically saying now it's going to be 10 yards and 2 inches or 3 inches for a first down.
Yeah.
It's about as long as Jim's nose.
Okay, we're getting a little personal here this evening.
I'm sorry.
First down in the bunch.
Oh, no.
On the snap, and I don't know. We're caught for the safety.
Safety.
And I don't know what's happening here.
Wow.
Coach Hancock's going to be really upset here because this ball gets snapped and nobody moved.
Yeah, there's something all messed up there. 9-0, nonetheless.
I know if I'm Coach Hancock, I'm meeting my kids in the field, and we're going to have ourselves a real close-knit heart-to-heart talk right about now.
Father-son communication.
Yeah, and
so now Titusville will have to kick off to Harbor Creek on a free kick because of the safety. It's 9-0 Harbor Creek, and nothing can go much worse than this, and something's got to get better for Titusville because they sure have started out very poorly here this first half, first quarter.
In football, you have 3 facets. You have an offense, you have a defense, you have special teams. Yeah. Right now, the only facets that's even coming close to going our way is defense. Defensively, we've not done too bad of a job, but the other 2 facets of our game are just killing us right now. And I don't know what you would, what do you do? What do you tell your kids? But, you got to light a fire under these kids offensively because they're getting beat off the ball. Our line doesn't have any control, and our kids are as big or bigger than the Harbor Creek line. We just got to start firing off. These kids are going to have to understand that nobody lays down in this league. You've got to earn it. And right now, we just aren't doing it, at least in 2/3 of the game.
Titusville will have to kick off from the 20-yard line on the free kick. They have a choice whether the punt or placement or whatever, I believe. But we're going to spot the ball. I think we're going to kick off from a tee. We'll see. Waiting for the official to hand the ball over to Parker Harvey.
I think he's going to punt it.
Looks like he's going to punt it. Harbor Creek has 2 men back. They're staying back at about their own 35, so we'll see Parker can get a good kick here. Titusville's got to get a break here going to get some momentum back on their side of the game here. All set to go. Harvey's kick. It's going to be a low kick. It's going to hit it to 40. It's going to be taken at the 37. The runner comes out across the 45, and he's going to be hit and stopped at about the 47-yard line. And so Harbor Creek will put it in play at their own 47.
Zade Crawford, first man down on. He's a freshman, making the initial hit, and I think it was Parker Harvey coming in and bring them down. But here we go. You got to stop them. You got to stop them early so that they can't pin you back deep again. They're finally on their side of the field for once. You got to keep them there and hopefully get a break here in special teams.
Lucas Fullman at quarterback. Ben Johnson's in the backfield with him. Now Johnson's going to go into the wing right. Fullman gives the ball off to the tailback coming up the middle, and he's going to be hit and stopped right away. Looks like 21. I think it's Stover.
31. Jacobson. Yeah, Jacobson does a nice job of coming in here quick. We had another guy in there pretty quick, too. So we are getting penetration against their offense. Here, I think this game is going to get blown open by the team that establishes a control offensively up front. Yeah, we had young man Ryan Bish in there, too. Just couldn't quite make the stop.
Trips to the right side. They throw to Cody Smith on the right side. Tackle's missed. He comes across the 50, puts his head down, and drives ahead and picks up about another 4 or 5 yards. So going to pick up about 7 or 8 on the play. Ooh, looks like he's going to get a good spot there.
Yeah, I think he had a very good spot on that one. We missed a tackle early on. As soon as he caught the ball, our corners are there, just not able to wrap him up and hold on to him or bring him down, and that allows him to pick up extra yardage. So and give, instead of a 3rd and long, a 3rd and short.
Ferguson comes into the ball game for Harbor Creek. He'll be lining up on a wing. They stack him on the right side. 3rd down and short. Need a penetration here. Ball's getting off to the tailback. He hesitates. Now he drives ahead, and he's going to be inside the tassel, 30 to the 29. Thought we had him back here in the stop in the backfield, but he picks up about 4 or 5 after he drives ahead. So 1st down and 10 for Harbor Creek.
I mean, we've got them stopped. We just can't seem to bring kids down. We're leaving our feet instead of driving through kids on tackles.
Ball's at their own 40, 39-yard line. Fullman gives it off to the tailback, coming across, going to break to the outside. He's going to be hit and dropped. Good penetration in there by Parker Harvey initially.
Yeah, it's a good job by Parker Harvey. Now, they don't spread us out, and that allows Parker to stay in there tight on the defense, and they're going to come on. Jacobson has got him from the backside. So even if he doesn't, you've got Garrett coming up there and Jacobson from the backside. So Parker Harvey will get credit for the tackle, but we had other guys there, so he wasn't going anywhere on that play.
Brings up a 2nd down and about 12. Lost of 2 in the play. Smith will go wide to the left. They have a flanker to the right. Flanker to the left. Pass going over the middle, and it is overthrown.
Oh.
Well overthrown. Trying to hit Cody Smith at about the 30-yard line. So it brings up a 3rd down and 12. Need a stop here. And a block punt.
Well, here you're going to see the quarterback rushes this throw a little bit, doesn't step into it, so he's off target. He's behind and high on the throw. Actually, the Titusville defender had a better chance of trying to grab that ball than did the receiver.
Smith goes wide to the right, but comes wide to the left for Harbor Creek. Barney, and I believe it's Johnson, are in the backfield, along with the quarterback, Lucas Fullman, out of the shotgun. Fullman looking to his right side. Throws the ball downfield. It's complete at the 30, and inside the 30, about the 29. Should be enough for the 1st down.
I think if Roman turns around, he's got it.
Yeah, he misplayed that a little bit as Johnson came out of the backfield. Just a little curl.
Yeah, this is a nice job where you're right. If Roman had turned his head just a little bit or just raised his hand up there, he might have got his hand breaking up the pass. Just, one of those things where things aren't going your way. These kind of things happen to you.
Again, singles on both sides for Harbor Creek. Back split, looked like motion. Quarterback's going to keep it. Goes to the right side. Nobody there. Gets a block, and there's a
hold.
Nice flag there, Bill.
Thank you.
That one's going to come back and bring up a 1st down and 20.
But this is one of the things where you got to watch your defensive ends and or your corners, whoever's on outside contained that way. We bid on the play going to the offensive left side. Quarterback keeps it, and to the right side, there's nobody out there. Fortunately, though, that might be why they got a hold there on, I think it was the tackle with a handful of jersey.
So the ball will come back by way of the penalty, and it'll be back out to about the 38-yard line. And it'll be first down and 20 for Harbor Creek. Once again, they'll send Smith wide to the right, but wide to the left. Backs will be split along with Fullman at quarterback. Now they bring in a man to the wing left. Fullman. Going to read, gives it off the first man through. He breaks one tackle, almost broke two. He's inside the 35 to about the 32 of Titus. We'll pick up about 8 on the play.
There's a good penetration here. Jacobson comes off the defensive left side. Nobody touches him. You got to make that tackle, and if he's not there to make that tackle, they've got a hole opened up, and he picks up 10 yards or 8 yards. So, first guy there's got to at least hold on and wait for help.
Put a man in motion to the left, the Huskies. Fullman looking to throw, looking down the middle. He's got a man going deep on the wing, and the pass is incomplete, and there's an interference penalty on Titusville. See that one myself. 2:08 left to go here in the first quarter. 9-0 Harbor Creek, and it's been all Harbor Creek and nothing Titusville. Not just nothing in the scoreboard, they're just not playing well at all.
But Titusville, again, does not get any pressure on the quarterback, and he's going to leave Garrett out there all alone. And Jack's got to learn to turn a little bit. If his head turns a little bit, he too might have been able to make a play on that ball. That on our Oil Creek Plastics instant replay.
So we'll see when they step off this penalty. Take the ball down inside the Titusville 25. Down inside the 20. And down right around the 17-yard line. 16-yard line, where it'll be first down and 10 Harbor Creek. So Harbor Creek with another scoring opportunity here by virtue of the interference penalty.
You know, guys, as bad as we've played this first quarter, we're only down 9-0.
Yeah, but that could change here the way we're playing.
Well, hey, you never know here.
The problem is, though, is that we keep doing it. And now we're doing it defensively as we keep shooting ourselves in the foot. And we've got to stop doing it. We can't be making these mistakes.
Trips to the left for Harbor Creek, single to the right.
Everybody's coming out to the game tonight.
Yeah, coming even over in the little ultralight. Fullman's going to keep it. Check that new quarterback in, and he's inside the 10, down to about the 9-8-yard line of Titusville, and that is Jason Favre, a freshman, 5'8", 160 with that run, and he picks up about 7 on the play, 8 on the play, make it second down, and I would call 2nd and 3.
Perez makes the stop on that, comes up and makes the stop. Unfortunately, we're too far back, giving up too many yards here. We got to stiffen up here. See, try if we hold them to a field goal here, make it maybe a 12-0 game.
Wideouts on both sides for Harbor Creek. The ball's given off to the tailback, coming straight across. He's going to be hit and dropped at the 5, but good blocking up front for Harbor Creek. They're going to get another first down and goal with the Titusville 5-yard line.
DeRose making a tackle from the inside linebacker position, but again, they're starting to open up holes inside the defensive front line for Titusville. We got to try to hold our ground a little better up front. They're not bigger than we are, but they are getting into us right now.
Single to the right, single to the left for the Huskies. Smith and Utt. 2 in the backfield. Fullman's going to give it to the tailback, going straight through. Cuts back to the right side. Nice run. Picks it up, takes it down to the 2-yard line. So they're just opening up little holes, and we're not making the hits in the front. And now they have a second down and goal from the 2.
But again, we've got penetration there, don't we, Bill? We've got a guy in there early before he gets through the hole.
Yeah, the running back is hit I'd say about the 7 or 8 yard line.
And we just don't bring him down.
We just don't get him.
Timeout on the field. Titusville takes the timeout, talk things over, and I would imagine that's going to be a hot huddle.
A stranger, crazier, quirkier group of dog lovers cannot be found. We've looked, and that's what you'll find at the Barking Lot in Titusville. Dogs love us because we love dogs. We do everything we can to make sure our clients, dogs, not people, are completely comfortable and happy when they come to our shop. We've worked hard to create a safe, happy, and wholesome environment for everyone. We offer grooming, daycare, and boarding. Plus, you'll find a few products that our clients will love, and so will their owners. So bring your pups in and let them discover their new home away from home. The Barking Lot on Franklin Street in Titusville.
It's second down and goal for Harbor Creek. They'll keep everybody in tight. Quarterback waiting for the officials to put the ball in play. He does so now. Empty backfield. The quarterback is going to look to throw over the middle, and it is incomplete. There's a quick look inside to us, and who was that?
Jack Garrett on the coverage, covering that slant pattern. That's what you want to do when you try to run these slants offenses at the goal line. You try to get your receiver to come across the front of the defender. That ball, the receiver accomplished that goal, but I think the ball was a little bit behind, allowed Jack to reach around the backside and strip it out.
Jason Favre is now in at quarterback, and this is the little running freshman. We'll see what's going to happen here. If he takes it out to the outside, he's going to take it right up the middle, and he's going to get into the end zone for, I believe, the touchdown. Right up the middle, the little freshman takes her in, and another TD for Harbor Creek. Makes it 15-0 with 43 seconds to go in the first quarter.
This is just up straight ahead, and right now their bigs are out pushing our bigs.
So they'll spot it up for the extra point. With the extra point attempt, with 43 seconds to go here in the first quarter, waiting for the snap. Placement, kick is up, and the kick looks good. 43 seconds to go here in the first quarter, and Titusville now down by a score of 16-0, and now you're digging yourself a pretty good hole, Steve, not just in score, but in belief, and that's where we seem to not have any belief here tonight. We're playing very lackadaisical.
Well,
I think.
Yeah, we are playing lackadaisical. We shoot ourselves in the foot. Penalties. They commit a penalty. We let them off the hook. We give up a 10 to 12-yard run when it should only be 1 or 2. Defensively, we're getting decent penetration with people, but the first guy there, we're still trying to reach with arms. And you've got to get there with shoulders. You've got to hit and wrap. You don't have to bring the guy down, but you've got to keep him there. Right now, I'll bet you Harbor Creek has gotten on numerous plays 5 to 7 yards after contact because our first guy is trying to arm tackle him down. You got to get there, get your shoulders into the running back, wrap up, and if nothing else, hold on. And help will be there shortly. But right now, defensively, we just can't tackle. I don't think we're out of position necessarily all that bad. We just can't seem to tackle anybody. Of course, offensively and special teams have been the big problems here tonight.
It gets to a point where there's a mental problem that comes on, and you'll see it happening. The benches even seem to be quiet over there, Bill, and that's just the way it seems to be going right now for Titusville. Everybody seems to be just down emotionally a bit.
Yeah, that's right. No yelling and screaming over here right now.
We need a break. We need to get something going here. We're not out of it. It's 16 points, but Titusville can come back, but they're going to have to get something going here. We're going to have to score in this first half.
Well, one of the things they got to do is flip field position. We've been playing on our half of the field all quarter. We've got to start flipping the field position, get beyond the 50-yard line to start with.
And the kick is going to go off to the right side.
Out of bounds.
And it will go out of bounds at the 20. And so they'll bring the ball out to the 25, and it'll be first down 10 Titusville. Or is it the 35? 25.
I don't know.
We'll find out in a second.
I think it's 35 in the
Should
NFL.
Be a 35, I think. 35.
Which would be the best starting position we've had all game so far.
So we'll see if Titusville now can get something going as they bring the ball out and spot it at the 35-yard line. And we'll see what we do at quarterback position. We're going to move Garrett back into quarterback. Or is Andrew going to stay there?
I think the young man's going to stay.
Andrew's
the sophomore.
there, yeah.
Andrew's still there.
Let's go, Andy.
We just need him to relax a little bit, settle down, and just we got to make a couple of positive plays here.
Same things we tell your dad before every game, Steve.
Yes.
On the snap, it's going to come to the right side, and they get penetration, and Garrett's brought down back to the 29-yard line. Loss of about 5 on the play, brings up second down and 15.
Again, there's a man unaccounted for in that play, and he's blitzing in and has the angle. He sees it coming. Again, the timing's off just a little bit, and he sees Jack coming across, and he's got the angle, and that's what I'm talking about where you've got the first guy there. You got to either bring him down or at least hold on till help comes. That's what they've done, what we've not been able to do.
Titusville sends 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Fish rolling to his left, looking downfield, still rolling. Now the ball's up in the air and it's complete to Jack Garrett.
Nice catch
and
by Garrett.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. So that time Fish to Garrett picks up the first down and the first down for the Titusville Rockets this half.
Nice catch by Jack.
This is a tough throw here. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling to his left. That's a tough way to throw a football, and he puts it right on the money for Jack, who does a nice job of catching it with his hands, not trying to let it hit the body.
Titusville will stack wideouts on both sides. Fish going to keep, and he's going to be hit and dropped at about the 38-yard line. He's going to lose about 4 on the play.
He's going to look at that one tomorrow in films, and he's going to hear his coach say, give it to him.
Yeah.
And Parker's got.
Parker went up to him and said, give it to me.
Yeah, that's where you got to give it to him there. So inexperienced, but, so far, at least we're trying to get something going here.
End of one quarter of play here at Harbor Creek. It's 16-0. The Harbor Creek Huskies on top of the Titusville Rockets. We'll be back with second quarter right after this.
Bayless Fuel in Titusville carries a full line of automotive and truck maintenance supplies, like Wix filters, the best performing, most reliable filters in the world. Interstate Batteries, the #1 replacement brand battery in North America. Bayless Fuel also carries motor oils, greases, and specialty lubricants, like hydraulic oils, transmission fluid, brake fluid, antifreeze, and more. Let the friendly staff find the right product for the job at hand. Bayless Fuel on South Brown Street in Titusville.
Farmers National Bank has always been committed to the communities they serve. It's part of our mission to remain an independent community bank where the art of a handshake has not been lost. We continue to strive to offer the highest standard in industry competitive products and services. We act not only to benefit the bank, but our customers, businesses, communities, and our employees, because we know our employees pride themselves in their work and serving their communities. When you invest with us, you can be proud to know that we're investing it right back, and that's the way it should be. We're Farmers National Bank. Go Rockets!
The first play of the second quarter, and the ball, a pass attempt to Jack Garrett over the middle, and the ball was knocked down with some penetration. Fish never had a chance to even get it out of the over the head of the lineman. So brings up a second down and third down and 14 for Titusville. The ball was at the Titusville Rocket 43-yard line. Titusville will send 2 to the left. And now 3 maybe to the left. And 1 to the right for Titusville. Trips left side, single to the right. Andrew looking to his right, looking downfield. He's got a man going deep, and he overthrows him at about the 30-yard line. They'll bring up a 4th down play. Thought there was a little bit of a hitch over that far side. He didn't run it all the way up. Maybe he's going to curl in or something, Steve.
Well, it might have been. They might have tried to be going a hitch and go, right? Trying to get the defender to slow down just a little bit and allow the receiver to run by him, but the defender didn't do that. So now Titusville here struggling at 4th down. Now there's good coverage there. There's just not much you can say there. They've got Broman covered very well on that. Nobody open.
So we'll have to punt it away again. 4th down and 14 for Titusville. Harvey will stand back at his 30, get the kick away from about the 33-yard line. Too deep for Harbor Creek. They're standing back at about the 20. A good snap. Decent kick. In fact, very nice kick. Going to go over the head of the receiver. It's going to hit at the 5, and it's going to roll dead at the 6-yard line. It's going to be spotted down by Titusville at the 6-yard line. So it'll be 1st down and 10. Harbor Creek back at the 6-yard line. So maybe a little bit of a flip of a field, Steve.
Yeah, it's not the way we wanted to flip the field, but that was an excellent punt. One of the best punts we've seen this year by anybody. But Parker Harvey does a nice job of punting that ball down there. And now he's got them tacked inside their own 10-yard line. Defense has to come up here. You got to make a stop or cause a turnover so that you can get field position for your offense.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 for Harbor Creek. We'll see what they can come up with here at their own spot at their own 6-yard line. Doubles to the left, single to the right. They keep both backs in along with Foreman. Foreman on the snap gives it the tailback coming straight ahead. He drives out across the 10 to the 13, and he's going to be brought down at that spot to pick up about 7 on the play.
Looks like Colin Hoffmeister and I think Parker Harvey in on the stop. But again, they're picking up 6 yards on these running plays. We got to step in there, do a better job of shutting the holes off. They're opening big holes now.
Second down and 4 for Harbor Creek. Harbor Creek leading 16-0. Had a great first quarter. Smith goes wide to the left for Harbor Creek. Double wing. Ball's given off to the tailback, and he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage. Good stop that time. Good penetration by Titusville. Loss of about 3.
That's Jacobson, I think, at the bottom of the pile making a good stop there. And that's a good play. That's what we're talking about here. Tackling with shoulders, good penetration, and a nice job. Here he comes in. He's going to get through the blocking, and right there, that's what you want to do. But you can't expect that running back to run into you all the time. You've got to be able to adjust to that running back. That's your responsibility.
You know, he's done that a couple of times, Steve, but he just hasn't been able to wrap up.
Well, he's got, like I say, he's got to react to where that running back's running a little bit more.
Third down and about 8. Ball's given up to the tailback coming across the left side. He breaks through the right side. He's across the 30, the 40, the 50. I don't think anybody's going to catch him. He's down at the Titusville 30, the 20, the 10. He's in for the touchdown. The Huskies with a big touchdown run, and that is a big one. Off to the right side, and nobody got him. 22-0.
Well, we get really fooled here, and nobody see. This is a reverse, and nobody catches it, and everybody's just kind of standing around there watching. As a double reverse, they hand off to the tailback, going to the left side. This is the receiver coming back to the right side on the reverse, and they've got it blocked well. And once he gets into the secondary, it's a race, and we just can't get there.
So Johnson picks up the long touchdown for Harbor Creek, and they'll go for the extra point attempt. 10-12 left to go here in the first half. 22-0. Harbor Creek. It's been all Harbor Creek this first half. We have helped them out a bit. Snap, placement, kick is up, and the kick is through. Good. 23-0. Harbor Creek on top with 10-12 left to go here in the first half of play.
Hospital partners, Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital together provide a continuum of high-quality care across Crawford County. Both create the ultimate patient experience. Every patient, every time. Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital are more than a hospital. We are a hospital partner, a community partner, a family partner, and a health partner.
Whether you're a hunter, sports shooter, or collector, you'll want to come in and check out the all-new Wagner's Gun Tech. Wagner's Gun Tech is now open on State Highway 27 in Titusville, carrying a great selection of quality guns, ammunition, gun safes, and more. Wagner's Gun Tech is buying, selling, and trading firearms. They also offer expert gun repair and appraisal, and coming soon, professional gunsmithing. Wagner's friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you find just what you're looking for. Call them at 775-0688, or better yet, stop into Wagner's Gun Tech, Route 27, Titusville.
Not at all what we expected to see when we come up here tonight. It's a 22-0 Harbor Creek lead at what we have 10-12 left in the first half, and one of the not so enlightening games for Titusville even this year. Nothing going well for Titusville. We'll see now what will happen as Jason Bratt will spot the ball up on the right hash mark, as he has all evening. His legs going to get tired here pretty soon, Steve. We give him all these kickoffs. Titusville has 2 men standing back. Palma and Parker Harvey, they're standing back to the Titusville 10. Approaches the ball, and a kick comes down the right side. It's going to be taken by Parker Harvey. He's at the 15, out across the 20. Breaks it to the outside. Out at the 30, across the 30, and dropped at about the 31-yard line. So it'll be first down and 10. Titusville at their own 31, about a 21-yard return for Harvey. And Titusville taking him first down and 10 at their 31.
Well, I don't think there's much doubt about it. We got to get points now.
Yeah.
We
got to get something on the board.
23-0. You know, 10 minutes to go here. You can't afford to not score points at this point. You're just not going to. You're going to be out of this ball game before you can bat an eye here. So, we got to get something done here offensively.
Titusville will wait to see as they set up. Stover will come wide to the left, and in the now going to the right will be Jack Garrett. So we'll have 3 to the right. Stover single to the left. Andrew now moves Harvey in motion to the left. By himself, Andrew screen to Stover. Stover comes across the 35, and it'll be stopped right about the 35. Pickup of about 5 on the play.
Might be a face mask.
Yeah, flag
so.
down.
Stover lost his hat, so he has to leave.
Yeah, it's going to pick up another.
But that's going to be.
They call holding on Titusville.
I didn't see. We're going to see this. This is where we put
Face
Parker
mask.
Harvey in motion here, and he starts up the field just a little bit early. Good throw there by Fish, excuse me, and then we make a play, and there's the face mask right there. Yeah. It should be a face mask. If not, we can.
Yeah, it is personal foul face mask.
The Oil Creek Plastics replay. No, that's not easy to say.
And you say it every day.
I'm going to say.
No,
actually, it doesn't say, hey, Steve. Yeah, this is Steve. How can I help you?
Crick, what do you want?
Yeah, Oil Creek.
Is it Crick or Creek?
We talked about that last week. Y'all wouldn't come to a decision.
Harbor Creek, or actually, I heard somebody today say Harbor Creek.
Titusville first down and 10, trips to the right, single to the left. The ball's out at the 49-yard line of Harbor Creek, or Crick. Now we have a flag on the play. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They're throwing a flag over the official.
Throwing it at Bill.
Yeah, that one's out.
I caught it.
Bill, these are your buddies, aren't they?
Yeah. Last year's fans.
Titusville first down. Fish looks over, almost intercepted, threw high, trying to go to Garrett, coming across the middle. Ball was just a little bit high.
Have about 3 receivers over here.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I mean, that's a pass to hopefully any one of the 3 catch it, or what? I don't understand the 3 people in the same area on that. I just
they had lined up as trips over there. I thought maybe they're going to try those little bubble screen type things. Titusville this time will have doubles to the left. Single to the right. Harvey in the backfield. And we have a whistle.
And a flag.
And a delay.
Actually, I thought we got that play off quicker than we have been all night.
Yeah, somebody lined up offside. Or we moved offside. Yeah, they lined up offside. So another 5-yard penalty against Harbor Creek.
Harbor Creek has been our best offense all night.
I'm liking these guys.
We might get that ball down inside the 30 yet.
But and here's the thing too. Now you've gotten a couple of penalties from Harbor Creek. You've got the ball now on their side of the field. You got to take advantage of it here.
Get something done. 2 to the left for Titusville. Single to the right. End in tight on the right side. Ball's given off to Harvey. Harvey cuts it back to the left side. Drives ahead to about the 42-yard line. Pick up a couple on the play. Bring up a 3rd down and about 4. We're in the second quarter here at Harbor Creek. 23-0. The Huskies on top of our Rockets. And now Titusville will send doubles left, doubles right. Fish at quarterback, puts a man in motion to the left. It's Signs. Fish with the ball. Keeps it up the middle, across the 40 to about the 39. Has enough, I believe, to be in the spot. Might be a half a yard short for the first down.
About a half a yard.
Go for it. Oh, they moved it back. I don't like that. Thought they were your buddies over there, Bill.
I was getting to like them, but I'm not so sure now.
Yeah, I thought it was a little further, closer to the stick than that. It's 4th down and 1. Titusville keeps 2 in the backfield. And now we have a timeout. Harbor Creek's going to take a timeout and talk this over on the 4th down and 1. 8:41 to go in the half. 23-0 Harbor Creek. So, Steve, this is an important drive for us, Steve. If we can, got to get something out of this. This 4th down and 1's a big play.
Yeah, it's a big play, but if it's me making the play call here, I know who's going to run it. And it's going to be Parker Harvey, and it's not, you're not going to run left, you're not going to run right, you're just going to go straight
ahead and tell your lineman to get it done.
Yeah, get your lineman and tell him, listen, he needs a yard. You guys got to push people back a little bit and let Parker just go straight ahead, drop the pads, and overpower Harbor Creek for this 1 yard. Now, knowing Coach Hancock as we do, we were able to see that fake dive play and try to hit somebody deep, which, can work too, so who knows what'll happen.
Hey, Bill, what's the difference between last week and this week down on the sidelines?
A heck of a lot of difference. I mean, it's last week they were seemed to be really, bouncing around a lot. This week, not so much. I mean, you can tell by their play. You can tell by the play.
Wireless Mike tonight brought to you by the Titusville Dairy Products Company and by Horn Textile. Big thanks to all our sponsors.
I thought Bill might tell you we're at Harbor Creek and not at the stadium.
Aren't we?
Here we go.
Where are we at?
fourth down and 1. Titusville keeps 2 in the backfield. Out of the shotgun. Ball's given off to Parker Harvey. Drives straight ahead inside the 35. Almost broke it to about the 33-yard line. Pick up for about 6 on the play.
That was determination there.
Well, it's a nice job here. You can see up front offensively, we get body on body, and then we allow this allows Parker Harvey to take the one guy that might sneak through. And there's the hole. You see the backer, and Parker does what he should do, and that's win that battle. I think any running back should win that battle.
Trips to the right for Titusville. Now we put a man in motion to the left. It's Garrett. Fish looking to throw over the middle. Pass is knocked down. Tipped by a linebacker. He's headed for Stover at about the 25. Second down 10.
Well, Harbor Creek is doing the one thing that I think is causing some problems to Titusville here. They're sending people off the edge, and he's got to get rid of it quick, and that's a nice job there. Linebacker probably wishes he'd had another shot at that interception here. So Fish is not getting a whole lot of time to pick out receivers.
Stacked receivers on both sides. Throw it over the middle once again. Inside the 30 to the 29. Breaks the almost broke the tackle. Thought we were going to get away there. Pick up for about 7 on the play.
Well, that's Christian Vroman there on the outside making a nice catch. And you're right, he almost broke one there. Good ball here by Bish. He's going to pull it and throw quick. And there we break an arm tackle and just about get away from that one. That's good effort by Vroman. I like to see that. Maybe that'll spark something.
Trips to the left for Titusville. Third down and about 4. Ball is given to, Bish. Fish keeps it in. He's going to go nowhere. Hit at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you guys are getting tongue-tied. Fish and Bish.
Fish. Like Watkins and Watson.
Yeah, except the only one was real that year. Well, we have at least both of these, Bish and a Fish, are on the roster.
Luke, I can adopt you and you can have the inheritance.
I thought we already worked that out.
Fourth down, Titusville. Looking to throw. Titusville's going to be sacked. And Harbor Creek will take over and downs back at the Harbor Creek 44-yard line, excuse me. So nothing out of the drive for Titusville. We end up giving it up 4 out, and Harbor Creek will take over first down and 10 at their own 44. Daggone it.
Well, you're into the point now. Here again, you're at a crucial moment. You didn't score offensively. You couldn't maintain the drive. And now your defense is back out there in the field. You're at the 44-yard line of Harbor Creek, so you got to get a quick stop here.
Also, an interesting exchange here. Watch as Fish tosses the ball to the ref.
Got a man deep, all by himself, and it's complete at the Titusville 30-yard line.
Wow.
No coverage whatsoever. 21 got free. That would be Ben Johnson off of the right side, just standing out here by himself, and he had a wide open lane.
Did you hear a whistle to play?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, they put the ball
I missed it. I didn't hear them whistle the ball in play, but
first down.
Well, that's why I went to that replay. I didn't hear anything.
That's what I thought too.
Ball to the Titusville 27. Ball's given off to the tailback and try to get to the left side. He's going to be hit and stopped by DeRose initially. Be no gain on the play.
But it's DeRose steps up here and makes a good hit. And the one thing I like about DeRose's play is when he goes to tackle you, he's using his shoulders. He's at least trying to get his shoulders into the running back. Now he has some trouble wrapping up. He's got that big cast on that left arm still, but at least he's driving shoulders, and we got to get more kids doing that.
Foreman now is lining up his backfield, putting a tailback. Almost in a power eye situation. They're going to throw over the middle on a screen to Smith. And Cody Smith's going to get about nothing. He'll get inside the 25. Pick up about 3 on the play.
But here's what we're talking about here on this play here. If we've got that on replay, you're going to see Christian Vroman, 86. Here's the quick pass down. Now watch Vroman fight through a block, grab and hold. That's all you got to do. Hold on to him. Don't let him get far away and make the tackle.
They have a face mask on Titusville. I didn't see it, and I just saw the flag come out there in the replay. And so that's going to move the ball downfield for Harbor Creek. So Titusville, with the face mask penalty, will take the ball. It's a 5 yards variety. I didn't know there was 2 in high school ball.
I didn't either.
Brings up a 4th down. Check that. 2nd down in about long 1. Fullman, quarterback, gives the ball to the tailback. Oh, he's hit and upset immediately. Good penetration in by Parker Harvey,
Parker Harvey comes in there, and they pulled Parker Harvey in tight into the mix now to try to get some stops on these kids, and I think that's a good move. And he penetrates well and submarines the running back's legs. Does a nice job there, make a stop.
Loss of 2 in the play, brings up a 3rd down and 3. Oil Creek Plastics bringing you the instant replay all season long. Harbor Creek sends 2 to the right, single to the left, keep 2 in the backfield. Fullman gives the ball off to the tailback, tries to break to the outside. He gets to the left side. Now he's going to get all the way outside. He's at the 15. He's at the 10 and brought down at about the 9-yard line. Once he got that corner, Steve, it was we get sucked in.
Yeah, we get sucked in a little bit here, but I think we should have had him a little earlier in the play. But again, they're just beating us up front. They're controlling the line of scrimmage and allowing the running backs to penetrate into holes and get around to the outside. We've got to do a better job up front. Got to get penetration from your front 4 defensive linemen.
1st down and goal from the 9. Once again, Harbor Creek threatening, leading 23-0. Doubles to the right. Quarterback rolling to his right, looking to throw. He's got a man in the middle, and the ball is fumbled and picked up by Titusville out to the 32-yard line. I missed that. Looks like somebody came from behind. We'll have to look and see, and Titusville picked it up.
I think Partridge is...
I missed that one altogether, folks. Sorry.
Is the one that recovers it here. We're going to see what happens here. He's looking deep. He's rolling out. And
nope. He just lost it.
That's who that remind me of...
Steve Bowden, about 1970s.
That's about right. Yeah, about 1979, 1980, I did that. Rolling to the right. Actually, I didn't even get the ball up by my ear to throw it. I hit it on my leg coming up.
Break Titusville will have a 1st down and 10 at our own 32-yard line. So we'll see if Titusville can take advantage of this. Harbor Creek threatening. Now we have the ball. Trips to the right for Titusville. Signal to the left. Rolling to our right. Throws downfield. It's complete and out of bounds at about the 39-yard line.
Well, 2 of our better plays have been roll-out passes, so it's almost to the point where I think we're going to see a lot of Andrew Fish just rolling to his right, rolling to his left, and throwing that 5 to 7-yard pass until we can figure out how we get a ground game established.
2nd down and 3 with 4:58 left to go here in the 1st half. Titusville down 23-0. Really need to get some points. Doubles both sides for the Rockets. Andrew Fish looking it down over the middle. Now he throws it out on the wing. Just comes up a little bit short to Parker Harvey. Not sure there's been a whole lot there. It depends on whether or not he can catch it and get time to make a move.
Well, if he catches the ball and can get squared up, you're going to see he's going to come right at you on the left. That ball's up there and he gets it. He's got 2 or 3 steps. Probably, I think, enough to get a 1st down anyway and continue the drive.
Yeah. 3rd down and 3. Again, Titusville doubles both sides. Andrew Fish looking to throw once again, rolling to his right. Now throws over the middle, and the ball goes incomplete. I think a linebacker hit it once again. We have a flag down at about the 34-yard line. My guess it's in the hold area.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me. Somebody got blown up there real quick early in this play, just to the right. I think it's the guard right there. You can see penetration coming in, and the problem with that in the pass play is that you can't get a quarterback to step into a throw when you got people at his feet. And that ball kind of sails there, but we've got 4 guys sitting within 10 yards.
Of the pass in the pattern.
Yeah, in the pass pattern. And I'm sure that's not the way Coach Hancock has that designed.
This penalty is a spot foul, so it's taken from the point of the foul. And that's going to be another 10 on top of that. So it's going to move way, way back. Take Titusville inside their 25 to about their 23-yard line.
Once again, here we go. We're hurting ourselves.
Well, it's like you said here.
You got to stop shooting yourselves in the foot.
Yeah, you said during the break, wonder when we're going to run out of bullets here. Trips to the right side for Titusville, single to the left. Harvey in the backfield with Andrew Fish. Now Harvey goes in motion to the right. Harvey going to get the ball down the right side, almost picked off. Knocked out of bounds to bring up a 4th down. Good coverage over there by Fullman, I believe it was, their quarterback.
And again, they're trying to run that wheel route to Parker Harvey out of the backfield. And I think one of the things that, and again, he's a young quarterback, and this is his first start, but I think we're seeing him trying to lock in on a receiver early in pass routes instead of trying to look over and see what's open.
Harvey now will have to punt, so we're not able to do anything on the turnover. Harvey will get the kick away from about his 13. 2 back deep for Harbor Creek. Good snap. Line drive kick. It's taken at the 44-yard line. Missed 1 tackle, out across the left side, and brought down. Nice tackle out there. That's Jack Garrett. Stopped him at the 48 of Titusville. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for Harbor Creek. They're at the Titusville 48-yard line with 4:34 to go in the half. So asking their defense to step up here and try to get it back.
Now, realistically, people would say, in a pro game, the defense is getting tired because the offense can't do anything. In high school,
same kids.
It's the same kids pretty much for both sides. So you're not going to see fatigue play a major role because they're used to this.
Harbor Creek will send 2 to the right, put a man in the wing left and a guy wide right to the left. Now they put a man in motion. They give it to the motion man going out the left side. He's crossed the 49. Inside the 40, breaks the tackle. 30, 20, and down at the 15.
Holy cow.
I missed that one.
Oh, man, this ref over here, never mind.
Parker Harvey there making a shoestring tackle, stopping a touchdown. Let's see if we can pick it up. And right there's the hold that they're talking about. When you see a jersey stretch like
he's held for about 10 yards.
You can't. It makes it tough to try to come off a block.
Well, nonetheless, it's down to the 13 of Titusville. 1st down and 10, Harbor Creek. Getting to the outside once again on the snap. Quarterback looking down into the end zone. Has Smith there. Touchdown. Smith coming in from the right side and runs a post, and he's in for the score. 29-0. Harbor Creek.
And here again, this is a post pattern. It's not a quick post or a skinny post. It's just a post pattern. You've got Titusville's
Stover and
Laird
Perez.
Stover, and he comes across Laird's face, and Perez is late getting there to help out. So it's a touchdown for Harbor Creek.
Extra point attempt for Harbor Creek. Make it 30-0. If they go high snap, placement down, kick is up. The kick is good. That's a good job by the holder. 30-0. Harbor Creek on top with 4:11 left to go in the 1st half. Wow.
Whether you're a hunter, sports shooter, or collector, you'll want to come in and check out the all-new Wagner's Gun Tech. Wagner's Gun Tech is now open on State Highway 27 in Titusville, carrying a great selection of quality guns, ammunition, gun safes, and more. Wagner's Gun Tech is buying, selling, and trading firearms. They also offer expert gun repair and appraisal, and coming soon, professional gunsmithing. Wagner's friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you find just what you're looking for. Call them at 775-0688, or better yet, stop into Wagner's Gun Tech, Route 27, Titusville. The Titusville Moose Family Center number 84 is a proud supporter of Titusville Rocket Athletics. And just like in Rocket Sports, the Titusville Moose Lodge is committed to working together to make our community a better place to live, work, and play. The Titusville Moose Family Center contributes thousands of dollars into scholarship opportunities for area students, in addition to supporting other nonprofit entities in our own backyard. Students, get involved with your community and make a difference. Good luck, Rockets, and know we'll always be cheering for you from the Titusville Moose Family Center.
4:11 left to go in the 1st half. 30-0. Harbor Creek on top. Nothing what we expected when we come up. Much more competitive game. Not that we were expected that we were going to run away with anything, but I just expected it to be much more competitive. Titusville has 2 deep at about the 10. Palma and Harvey. Ball is going to be kicked down the left side, and it will go out of bounds once again at about the 17. Titusville will have a 1st down and 10 to 35. I'm not sure I understand the philosophy of this kicking. We haven't done anything on a kick return to be afraid to kick it to us, but they're kicking it away from Titusville all the time.
Well, here's the other thing, too. At this point in the game, of course, they've been doing it since the beginning of the game, but I'm working on stuff I may have to do against a future opponent, so let's work on it now.
Yep, could be. So Titusville will have a first down and 10, down by 30. See what the Titusville Rockets choose to do offensively here once they spot the ball. We'll have Stover wide to the left. Looks like Garrett will be in the wing left. Actually, we'll have Trips on the left side. Single to the right for Titusville. At the 35. Fish rolling to his left. Looking downfield. Has a man open downfield. Throws it up short at about the 48-yard line. Pass was intended for, I believe, Jack Garrett. Brings up a second down and 10, Titusville.
Jack trying to come across there, I think slipped a little bit on his route, and that's why the ball's not really near him. I think the feet went out from underneath him. I think the pass was a little short for him. Jack's trying to adjust to it. Just not there.
Titusville now will stack 3 on the left side. Keep one wide out to the right. Andrew rolling to his left. Oh, he's going to be smacked and brought down to 23-yard line. Right up the middle. 3 Huskies. Nobody touched them. I mean, that was just like, here, have it your way. Wow.
There's no hope here. I mean, come on, fellas. 1, 2, 3 guys through there, and they're basically untouched. I mean,
they're just beating us off the ball.
They're just beating us.
Yeah.
Right now, they're just beating us.
Third down 19, Titusville is back at the Rocket 26-yard line. Doubles both sides for Titusville. Andrew looking there, he's going to get caught again. Now he gets the ball away, and it's going to be complete and out of bounds. I think it's Signs at about the 39-yard line, so it'll bring up a 4th down. And about 8 for Titusville. See what Coach wants to do here. 3:22 to go in the half. You're down 30. He might just go ahead and go for it.
Well, this isn't a designed roll, and I think it's a pocket pass that he's flushed out of. But Ryan Signs does a nice job adjusting his route and getting completion here. If I'm Titusville, I'm not sure I want to punt this ball. What have I got to lose?
Harvey standing back about his 25. Harbor Creek will send 2 back, standing at their 25. On the snap. Good high kick coming down the right side, taking it to 30. Runner comes out across the left side, and he's going to be hit. No, he breaks the tackle, and he breaks the second one almost, and it brought down now about the 27. First man didn't wrap on him, but the second man, I can't remember who that was, didn't see. Is that Andrew Fish?
No, it was Jack Garrett was the second man making a tackle. I'm looking for the first one. I think it's LaRoque. I think it was 18 coming down, and good form. It makes contact. You just got to wrap your arms up, and just quite didn't wrap up there. But at least he was there, and at least he led with his shoulders. So we get another one trying to hit with shoulders.
First down and 10 Huskies. They keep both ends backs in tight with beside the quarterback. Have a man on the wing right. The ball's going to be given off to the tailback. Comes up the right side, and he's going to be met at the 30. And stop there, gain of about 2 in the play.
Looks like Harvey, Garrett, and DeRose, all 3 in on the tackle. A good play here, but I'm trying to watch our front 5 people, our defensive linemen, and see what exactly are we doing here, both on offense and on defense. Of course, these kids are playing both ways, but I'm just trying to see whether or not we can or can't get any penetration or get off of blocks with these guys up front.
2 to the left for Harbor Creek. The freshman pitches back on the option. Runner takes 1 tackle and comes out to about the 39. A flag on the play back at about the 32-yard line.
And that's a true read option on this play for Harbor Creek. They're reading, I think it was Partridge, the defensive end, and the quarterback does a nice job here. Of course, I used to have to run this. There's Partridge in on the quarterback. He's taken the quarterback, his responsibility, so the quarterback pitches it to the tailback. This is where you've got to get Vroman, and we had a chance there. I think it was Dunlap coming in there. Make the tackle, guys. You got to get there and make tackles.
Holding against Harbor Creek. That'll move the ball back to the 21, I believe, close to the 21-yard line of Harbor Creek. We have just 2:20 left to go in the first half. It's 30-0 Harbor Creek. Harbor Creek this time with a second down and about 21 yards to go. We'll put singles on both sides, man in the wing right. Fullman looking to throw, looking down the middle, still looking. Pulls the ball down, being chased, comes out, looking down now, sends a man downfield,
Nice.
throws, and now we're going to have roughing the passer.
Why?
The ball's intercepted by Tony Perez, but they're going to call roughing the passer on Titusville. Guarantee you.
Yeah, I did. I mean, it's back there right by the quarterback, but I
Man, he's way out of the pocket and everything else.
I'll disagree with this call because he's gonna go, and this is Partridge coming from the backside. I believe that's Partridge, and he's gonna run, and they're both running. Now he's out of the pocket. He's legitimately a runner. There's the throw. There's the tackle. I'm sorry, that's not a penalty.
Bad call.
That's a bad call.
Yeah. Yeah, that wasn't there.
That's just a really bad call, and it hurts Titusville because not only did we get a shot on the quarterback, we had an interception too to get the ball back, and it's all going to go for naught.
Once he gets out of the pocket, guys, he should be fair play.
Well, it's not even that, Bill. I mean, I can understand protecting the kid, you know, even if he's a quarterback in or out of the pocket. I understand that. But
Hit to the head, they're calling a headshot.
But it's not. He's not on the head.
Can you run it back, Luke?
You look back at it.
That's the only thing I saw when we showed the replay, Steve, is our helmet did come up high. No, whether or not we're looking at it here again.
We're going to see it. No, this is running play before that, I think.
Yeah.
They got to go back to the spot of the foul, it looks like. And then they're going to march off.
From the yard line, from where the line of scrimmage.
Is that what line of scrimmage? Well, he was about to, yeah.
Here we go.
Anyway.
Here we go.
Here's the rollout. He's coming. Now he's going to slip. I don't know.
Got him in a face mask.
Let's run right from there again.
Yeah, the head's in there. I can understand the call.
Hey, listen, I took worse shots than that.
This day and age is all different.
I know it is. Good play by I thought Partridge did a nice hustle play there.
He did.
I disagree with the call.
Singles left, single right. Bowman looking to throw. Throws it up short at the 40. And the receiver slips and falls down at about the 40.5-yard line, called the 41. Stays inbounds. Clock will run. 30-0, Harbor Creek on top.
Getting slick down there at all, Bill? Or
it doesn't seem to be. I haven't fell down yet.
Well, that's usually a good indicator. So that's.
Of course, I'm sitting down, so I don't.
Wireless Mike brought to you by Titusville Dairy Products Company and by Horn Textile.
Got my wheelchair.
And now what are we doing here? Second down?
They don't know where the chains are to be marked now, and they're trying to get them to move it to it. That was a first down play. They're trying to get them to move the chains up. Actually had them at 1st and 5.
And now they get the chains marked to 40.
Wow, wait a minute here.
So now they don't know. Now they're moving the chains around. And the officials are now talking. So they do have a problem with the change. They don't know whether it's a 1st and 10 or a 2nd and 20. So the officials now going to have to confer.
Let's see, how many's coming? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
So I don't know. Was that a first down play?
I thought it was a first down. I thought he had first down yardage, but I'm not sure now. After they've moved the chains, I'm not too sure where the chains were at. Can you wind that back at all? Do you have that one, Luke?
He's looking for it.
We're going to look and see.
We're going to look here and see if we can find it on replay and get an idea of what's going on with this chain gang thing. They got it marked with a tag over there. We'll see if we can get something on that play. Now, completed to 40. I don't know.
Yeah, it's beyond the 40, and they've got it marked at the 41. I thought it was a first down play myself, but.
Well, they're calling it second down, and can you hear what's going on there, Bill?
What's going on, and the other two decided they think they're going to IHOP. They're going for a bowling team.
So it's going to be appears it's going to be a confusion. Now they're going to go and talk to Coach Baldwin.
So it should be 30 yards back here. Played it down because of the penalty.
And they're arguing about the placement. of where the play was, and now the team's going back out on the field. The officials have made their decision. I don't think our coaching staff quite believes it.
It should be back here.
Well, the pass play is completed
It's right about
beyond
the 36-yard line. It should be at the 36-yard line.
We can see it on the replay. He's beyond the 40. He's at the 41. The spot's okay. It's just whether or not it's what the down and distance should be.
And now the officials are coming over to the Harbor Creek side and going to explain what the situation is. The Harbor Creek coach thinks it should be first down.
Almost mirrors the situation last week where you're up by so much. I mean, it's good for him for coaching through this, but
I think second down and about a yard and a half.
Well, they got
a third down now.
5.
They got a showing third down and 5 right now, folks. And if you didn't think we knew what we were doing to begin with, now you're convinced, aren't you? Because we don't know up here either.
But the big thing here is that we're not paid to do this. They are getting paid to do this, and this should not be happening.
We're not getting paid to do this? Oh, I'm out of here.
I'm out of here.
I told you I'd get rid of him, Luke.
Mark, pack him up. We're out of here.
I'm going to Hawaii.
So it's going to be a third down. And nobody knows. Brian, you got that figured out?
Third and 5.
Hey, they want 135 on the clock.
So
135 on the clock.
So we're going to change the clock now from 26 to 35, 1:35 on the clock.
Well, they got one thing right.
And it's going to be third down. And the scoreboard's second down. The change says third down. Now they change it. Third down and 5, and we're going to play. Coleman looking to throw. Looks down the middle. Has the man all by himself. Smith across the 50, the 45, and out of bounds at the Titusville 43-yard line. So makes no difference now. They picked up the first down anyway. And the clock will stop at 1:24 left in the first half. And, of course, one more score for the Huskies here this half, and we'll come out the second half with a mercy rule. And mercy.
This is a good delivery, and we kind of, you see our defensive back just getting back to his feet. We got to get our feet under us.
Driving straight ahead, Harbor Creek. Pick up about 3 on the play. Make it 4. Be second down 6 at the Titusville 40-yard line. The young freshman comes in now for Harbor Creek. At a quarterback spot. He likes to run. Now he's rolling back to throw. Still rolling. Pulling it down. Going to his left side. We have a hold.
There's a hold.
Still being chased. Harvey after him. Harvey gets him at about the 45-yard line of Titusville. Loss of about 7 on the play. The flag is at the Titusville 47. That would take it back 10. So we'll see what coach wants to do here. Because there will be a third down. It'll be a third down, and well, he's standing at the 45, so it'll only be a third down and 11.
Well, he's explaining to it, but the flag's, you're right, the flag's down at the 47.
Well, if you don't take the penalty, it's third down, and it looks like the linesman standing over there at the 45.
It'd be third and 11. Do you take the third and 11, or do you take the second and 21? Or 25. I'm taking the second and 25 myself.
No, they're not. They're taking the third and 11.
That's why I'm up here and he's down there.
So it will be a third down and about 11 for Harbor Creek. No, wait a second. Where are they moving the ball to the 40? They're moving it back to the original line of scrimmage. You can't do that. Holy today. Is this save your time? Was this 2 years ago we had an awful time?
Okay. You know, we talked during. Yeah, it should be on the 45.
Yeah.
I mean, this is getting a little bit ridiculous here now, fellas. I mean, in all seriousness, you guys are getting paid to do this.
Yeah. So now they're going to have to bring the ball back. It should be at the 45, third down and 11. And they're going to bring it back. So nobody seems to be too up in arms down there on either side of the field. And so it's third down and 11. The ball's at the 45 for Harbor Creek. They'll send doubles to the left. Keep backs in. On the snap, quarterback dropping straight back, looking to throw. Has a man right downfield. It's going to be intercepted. Perez for Titusville at the 30, out to the 34-yard line. And Titusville will take over first down, 10 at the 34.
This is a good job. Perez is playing center field there as a safety, and he's going to see the quarterback here, who has thrown the ball pretty well tonight, on shorter and intermediate routes, but going deep here, he's going to try to throw this one up here, and that's just kind of a wounded duck up there. And you can see Perez undercut it and make a nice play in the ball. And
Nice job.
Titusville gets the turnover.
Nice job by 76, putting a little pressure on the quarterback, guys.
So Titusville have a first down and 10 with 34 seconds left to go in the half, and Harbor Creek's going to put 4 back real deep, keep everything in front of them right now, which is what you should do, I guess. Titusville with trips to the right. Just don't throw a pick 6. Andrew waiting for the snap. Fish gets it, looking to his right, still looking. Throws over the middle. The ball is almost picked off at about the 49-yard line. Bring up a second down and 10.
You know, and we've watched Fish in late games earlier this year, and he's been really accurate with his throw tonight.
Having a tough time.
He's having a hard time coming close to receivers tonight.
Trips to the right for Titusville, doubles to the left, empty backfield. We spread them out with 5 wide. As soon as we get the ball back to the line of scrimmage. Glad we're not trying to run a quick offense. My goodness, it takes them forever to get the ball back. All set to go. Andrew all by himself. Can't let him penetrate. Andrew looking to throw over the middle.
Again.
It's complete. Oh, in and out of the hands of Jack Garrett at midfield. Harbor Creek up and made contact right away with Jack before he could pull it down and get it into his hands. Picks up a third down and 10.
And again, the pass rush is getting to Fish, excuse me. I'll get it right yet tonight. And he takes a lick as he delivers the ball. And that one was on target there. Good play by the defensive back coming up and stripping it out of Garrett's hands before he could get it to the body.
Andrew looking to throw downfield. Gets a pass to the outside, and he threw to the outside, and Signs ran inside. So miscommunications on the pattern. We'll bring up a third down. And check that. It should be 4th down and 10 now for Titusville, and Harvey will do the kicking. So we'll have to kick it away with 17 seconds left to go in the half. Titusville will have to punt from the line of scrimmage. Will be at the Titusville 34. Harvey will get the kick away from about the 23. Have 2 back deep for Harbor Creek. They're standing back at their own 30. Good snap. Good high punt by Harvey. The ball is going to hit at the 35, and it's going to go out of bounds at about somewhere around the 33, 32-yard line. See where the spot comes. 31.5. First down and 10, and we'll see whether or not Harbor Creek goes for it or they're going to just take a knee. With 9 seconds left to go in the half, 30-0 Harbor Creek. Harbor Creek gets the ball to
start the second
half to boot.
Well, things didn't bode well for Titusville right off the bat in the opening kickoff. Of course,
sure
we fumbled it, and then we kicked it away from us before we could hop on it and gave Harbor Creek a 10-yard field or a touchdown. So, and it just kind of went downhill from there.
Bowman under center. Going to give the ball off the tailback, come up the right side, breaks to the 40, the 35, and brought down to 49-yard line. Once he breaks through there, Jack Garrett makes the stop, and that's how the first half will end. We're at halftime. Oh, check that. Not yet. 1.7 seconds, Luke, sorry. Now they start it, and that will be halftime. Halftime here at Harbor Creek. Harbor Creek 30, Titusville Rockets nothing. We'll be right back with some halftime discussions right after these messages. Stay with us.
A stranger, crazier, quirkier group of dog lovers cannot be found. We've looked, and that's what you'll find at the Barking Lot in Titusville. Dogs love us because we love dogs. We do everything we can to make sure our clients, dogs, not people, are completely comfortable and happy when they come to our shop. We've worked hard to create a safe, happy, and wholesome environment for everyone. We offer grooming, daycare, and boarding. Plus, you'll find a few products that our clients will love, and so will their owners. So bring your pups in and let them discover their new home away from home. The Barking Lot on Franklin Street in Titusville.
You could be my love, even if the sky is falling down. I know that we'll be safe and sound.
So many many Americans struggle with finances. Starting today, State Farm is here to help, giving us all the chance to simply sit down and learn. Visit letstarttoday.com or talk to an agent.
We're safe and sound.
We got you.
Sometimes a project becomes more than just checking off your to-do list.
Behind every project is a true value, with locations in Titusville and in Franklin.
Let's talk business. What does yours need for communication? Whether you're a small business or a large one, Armstrong Business Solutions has the tools. From internet and telephone to high-speed fiber optic networking. Connecting multiple locations? No sweat. Conducting business on the go? We've got unified voice. As a telecommunications leader, we know what it takes to deliver the performance, reliability, and security required for business-critical IT and connectivity. Are you getting all that for what you're paying? Armstrong Business Solutions. Your business is our business.
Bayless Fuel in Titusville carries a full line of automotive and truck maintenance supplies, like Wix filters, the best performing, most reliable filters in the world. Interstate Batteries, the #1 replacement brand battery in North America. Bayless Fuel also carries motor oils, greases, and specialty lubricants, like hydraulic oils, transmission fluid, brake fluid, antifreeze, and more. Let the friendly staff find the right product for the job at hand. Bayless Fuel on South Brown Street in Titusville.
And welcome back to the True Value Hardware Wagner Gun Tech halftime show. Jim and Steve Bodemer. We're going to talk about the first half of play and what the Rockets need to do to come out in the second half and put some points on the board, guys. Total thought process change here going on for the second half.
The thought process, it has to change here first, because what we saw the first half was absolutely not a Titusville Rocket football team. And that's not to put the kids down. That's to tell you that they're not playing. They just did not come out here ready to play at the beginning of the ball game. And as Steve mentioned, they turned it over right off the get-go on the kickoff, and Harbor Creek's been in charge ever since. And so I think what we have to come out here, Steve, the second half is an attitude adjustment in the locker room, and come out here and play a game that's nothing, and see if you can do something with the second half.
You know, but it's week 4, and how many games have we gone into it at halftime, and we're facing this same score? You know, it's a point now where I'm going to equate this to one of two things happen in the locker room. You have a coach, Mike Krzyzewski, to use a basketball coach, who's going to be analytical, more laid back, and you know he'll raise his voice a little bit, but not a whole lot. Or you're going to handle this like Coach Bobby Knight would handle it, and there are going to be chairs thrown in a locker room. He's going to be throwing helmets. He's going to be kicking helmets. You and I talked a little bit during break, and I said it, and I'll say it on the air. I'm tempted at this point to tell my JVs, get yourselves warmed up. You're going out and playing in the second half, and you varsity kids, sit down. I've had enough of it, and you got to do something at some point. And you know, we talked about this being kind of a crucial game for Titusville, and it is, and you've given it away, basically, this whole half.
Bill McCrillis is on the wireless mic, brought to you by Titusville Dairy Products Company and by Horn Textile. Bill, talk about the last couple of minutes down there on the sidelines. What's the mentality and the attitude going into that locker room?
Well, like I agree with you guys up there. If I'm the coach, I'm kicking butt all the way across this field. The offensive line is just horrendous tonight. They're getting beat really bad. The defense is the same way right now, and we just can't give them 5, 6, 7 yards every time they get the ball on first down, and that's what's happening. We're just getting our old-fashioned butt kicked.
Well, Bill, do you think, you know, talking about defensively, we've mentioned it before, where we've had the times we've had decent penetration, but we're not bringing them down. Are these kids just not capable of doing this, or are they just not attacking it right?
They're just not attacking it right. You can see it from up there. I can see it from down here. They're not wrapping up. They're hitting, but they're not wrapping, and that's just all it is.
But you know, I think a lot of times, having watched sports for a day and a half in my life, that you get into a situation, Steve, where, and we talk about this. Luke and I talk about it in basketball all the time. everything comes down to fundamentals. Wrapping is a fundamental skill. And when you break down fundamentally, I think, because I know Hancock, I know this coaching staff, and we know the coaching staff for the past number of years. We teach fundamentals. Titusville wants a fundamental team. And when you break down fundamentally, you broke down mentally. And I still contend it's a mental problem we have. We don't have the fire necessary to get the job done the way it needs to be done. And when that happens, you break down, as Bill was saying, you break down fundamentally, and you don't wrap.
And I'll say this, guys, after last week, the reason I think the tone is harsh from you guys tonight is because of what you saw and how much they grew last week, especially looking back at weeks 1 and 2. Last week we thought it was leaps and bounds.
Yeah.
And now it seems like we've taken a few steps back.
Well, we've taken more than a few steps back. We've
about
gone
100
back,
yards.
Yeah, we've gone back to weeks 1 and 2.
I'm not sure we're that good. Tonight, I honestly believe the first 2 quarters tonight, I think, is the worst we've played this year.
We've made our share of mistakes, that's for sure.
But we're not overcoming mistakes, Steve. We just continue to be lackluster in that. We don't seem to have that fire.
We've talked about this before. We talked about it weeks 1 and 2. If you're going to make a mistake, if you're playing for me and you're going to make a mistake, that's fine. Make a mistake. But please make the mistake at 100%.
Yeah.
And we're back to making mistakes at not even 50%. And that's half the problem is you're playing half speed again.
And we're remembering that mistake.
Tentative, and it's just compounding itself. And they've got to. You've got to get out of that mode, and I just don't know how they're going to do it.
You know, in sports, you make a mistake, and that play's over. You learn from it, and you've got to step it up and go on. But when you allow that mistake to continue to multiply on you, it builds, and you get into the performance you had here in the first 2 quarters. Hopefully, things will change in the second half. Bill, we'll wait and have to see.
All right, guys, this is the True Value Hardware, Wagner's Gun Tech halftime show. Our coverage will continue right after this timeout.
Farmers National Bank has always been committed to the communities they serve. It's part of our mission to remain an independent community bank where the art of a handshake has not been lost. We continue to strive to offer the highest standard in industry competitive products and services. We act not only to benefit the bank, but our customers, businesses, communities, and our employees, because we know our employees pride themselves in their work and serving their communities. When you invest with us, you can be proud to know that we're investing it right back, and that's the way it should be. We're Farmers National Bank. Go Rockets!
Interstate Pipe and Supply means it when we say service means business. With a knowledgeable staff, full fleet of trucks, and large product offering, we can answer your questions and fill your orders, big job or small. Covering multiple applications and industries, we're not just a plumbing location, but a one-stop shop assisting homeowners and contractors quickly and efficiently. We are locally owned and make it our #1 priority to keep our customers returning and happy. We have been a staple in the Titusville community for 40+ years. Stop in today and let us service you. Good luck to the Titusville Rockets this year. The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home is dedicated to providing the highest level of service to Titusville and surrounding communities. Our family and staff continues the tradition started by Gordon B. Garrett in 1965, treating our clients with care and respect. Since then, we have grown, now in our 3rd generation and in 2 locations, 303 North Washington Street and 203 East Main Street, Titusville. The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, a history of tradition and commitment to excellence.
Oil Creek Plastics, the industry leader in polyethylene pipe, is proud to be a part of the Titusville community and a proud sponsor of Titusville High School athletics. Located off Route 27 in East Titusville, Oil Creek Plastics has been a vested part of the Titusville community for 28 years. At Oil Creek Plastics, we take pride in supporting our community and are thrilled to bring instant and slow motion replay to the stream's Titusville Rockets sports broadcasts. In Titusville and here to stay, Oil Creek Plastics. Best of luck to the Titusville Rockets.
And welcome back. It is the True Value Hardware, Wagner's Gun Tech halftime show here from Harbor Creek, the Paul J. White's Stadium. 30-0 here at the half. Second half action coming up in just a little bit. A little bit of a ceremony taking place on the field for the Harbor Creek fans. Well, I don't know if you'd call it a positive note. apparently, guys, we haven't been doing too well in. For folks who don't know, we have a bowling league.
Yeah, things haven't gone well. I want to send a message over to the waitress at IHOP.
Here's the scores from the week, from this past week, guys, from our bowling.
And we get knocked out. We get knocked out of the league, and goodness gracious, look who.
I just want to say, Steve complained the most last.
What did Steve have?
Steve had an 82 the first game, and the second game bowled a 49.
Total of 131. But no wonder we lost the tournament.
You guys told me it was like golf.
Jeez.
Low score wins.
Yeah, and
So
the
I
bad,
did
you know
well.
the bad thing about it, Steve?
What's that?
He had the bumpers up.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
now, Bill, you told me those weren't bumpers. You said those were challenges. It's like a putt-putt course. You got to get it over that hump.
No, I didn't say that.
You did say that. You said this was putt-putt. Get it. So it's like the windmill. Get it.
No, I said you look like a
And
putt-putt.
we've delayed this for an entire week. But if that IHOP waitress is watching, and she's not,
Yeah, well, she better not be
This is-
if she's working.
this is a media company, not a bowling team. Yeah.
That was a classic, guys.
So
It
we
was-
waited
that
a
was
week.
good.
And we do apologize to the young lady at IHOP. We did give her a hard
No, you
time.
do. I had fun with her.
Yeah,
She took it very well.
But the people from Franklinville thought it was very entertaining. So.
That's right.
So anyway, when you put 6 idiots together, you get an idiot show.
The only thing that was missing from that night is, yes, sir, tip your waitress. I'll here all week.
Hey, we're at halftime here, and we need some levity. We're 30-0, Harbor Creek on top. We're going to take a break, and we come back. Bill will talk, the three of us about, the four of us, about what we have to do to kind of pick things up.
I want to go off something you said during the last break.
Okay.
It's not just about tonight, but it's about the future and the program. What do you do to get these kids motivated?
Yeah, I'm a
That's
Bobby
the
Knight
tease.
kind of guy, so that's how I would approach it. Probably not right, but we'll see what Tom Hancock does, and we'll talk the things that we think we need to do to get back in this ball game.
Anderson Physical Therapy is committed to your long-term health and well-being. With certified licensed therapists, Andersons can provide therapy for all your rehabilitation needs. With offices located at 202 Union Street in Titusville and 118 Main Street, Tityute, Anderson looks forward to opening their new location in Cambridge Springs, making it convenient for you to get back to doing the things you enjoy. So stay on top of your game with Anderson Physical Therapy, with convenient locations in Northwest Pennsylvania and online 24/7 at AndersonPhysicalTherapy.net.
Healing Heroes is an opportunity for Armstrong and our communities to give back. We've partnered with Guardian Angels Medical Service Dogs, which rescues, raises, and individually trains the highest caliber service and assistance dogs at their facility in Williston, Florida. They are then paired with veterans with disabilities such as PTSD, seizure disorders, and more. If you would like to help, visit facebook.com/ArmstrongOneWire and click the Healing Heroes tab. Together, we can unleash the power to heal.
Hospital partners, Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital together provide a continuum of high-quality care across Crawford County. Both create the ultimate patient experience. Every patient, every time. Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital are more than a hospital. We are a hospital partner, a community partner, a family partner, and a health partner.
Whether you're a hunter, sports shooter, or collector, you'll want to come in and check out the all-new Wagner's Gun Tech. Wagner's Gun Tech is now open on State Highway 27 in Titusville, carrying a great selection of quality guns, ammunition, gun safes, and more. Wagner's Gun Tech is buying, selling, and trading firearms. They also offer expert gun repair and appraisal, and coming soon, professional gunsmithing. Wagner's friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you find just what you're looking for. Call them at 775-0688, or better yet, stop into Wagner's Gun Tech, Route 27, Titusville. Titusville. The Titusville Moose Family Center number 84 is a proud supporter of Titusville Rocket Athletics. And just like in Rocket Sports, the Titusville Moose Lodge is committed to working together to make our community a better place to live, work, and play. The Titusville Moose Family Center contributes thousands of dollars into scholarship opportunities for area students, in addition to supporting other nonprofit entities in our own backyard. Students, get involved with your community and make a difference. Good luck, Rockets, and know we'll always be cheering for you from the Titusville Moose Family Center.
And welcome back to Harbor Creek, the Paul J. Weitz Stadium. Paul, the NASA astronaut, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I just want to say, I enjoyed that little 15-second blip about Mr. Weitz when you had the pregame. That's kind of neat when you have some people local who have reached that plateau.
Absolutely.
Quite a plateau, too.
Hey, somebody who has never reached that plateau is Bill McCrillis, and he's down in the field on the wireless mic.
We're not going to let him up here in the booth.
I don't know if we want those, Brian. Thanks. It's good seeing you, buddy. See you next week. So you can read Brian DeFonso's report tomorrow in the Titusville Herald.
We're not going to give it to you tonight.
Yeah, we're not going to do it tonight.
I'm not either.
Yeah. But, Jim, you brought up it's not just about tonight. It's about the program itself.
Yeah, you have to look beyond any team. Even like last year, you have to look beyond the team. That was exciting last year. And this year, you have to look beyond the program. You got young kids standing over there. And the message that you're allowing them to give, if you allow these older classmen to lead with this attitude, and I keep going back to the attitude, then you're instructing that, you're teaching that to the younger kids. You can't be doing that. You got to develop an attitude of, like Steve said, beat me, that's fine, but don't beat yourself. And that's what we're doing here this evening. And you've got to change that outlook so it doesn't permeate down through the freshman class and then even to younger kids. You got to want to win for Titusville football. I've watched it since 1946. I've watched Titusville football. Missed a few years when I was away, but I've seen some great ones, and pride has to be there. And they're just not showing any Rocket pride right now. Not, at least not enough to suit me. Bill, your comments? Hang on a second, Bill. We're going to get your Bill's mic on. Go ahead, Bill.
We're not picking him up.
No.
Oh, there we go, Bill.
Got?
Oh, almost.
Try again.
Yeah, we're having trouble with Bill's mic down in the field.
Well, here's the thing,
get that fixed,
and I'll, I speak to this because obviously we've talked about it, mentioned my kids often enough. In the past here, my three boys have come through this program, and my youngest son Sam has went through a year where we had 26 kids, or 25 kids on the roster total, and so they're
canceled a ninth grade program.
You canceled the ninth grade program that year, or maybe a little bit before that actually. But even with 26 kids, and you got kids playing both ways constantly, and you're talking about a lot of your kids at that time were sophomores. You've got to get, even then, and they went 0-10 that year, but you still had an attitude of I'm going to compete. You're going to, you want to beat me, but you're going to have to beat me at my best. And if you can do that, that's fine. And so we suffered through that. Yeah, we've been through those type of years here, but we've got to get some fire in our ball club.
One of the things that I don't understand, and I've never been able to understand this with student athletes as I've worked with them over the years, is how do you play so well last week and come out here tonight with this showing? Because last week they were fired. I know we got beat 52-7, but we were playing well.
Okay, guys, you got me?
Yeah, Bill, we got you. Go ahead.
Okay, I was just thinking about, back in the 60s, in the early 60s, I graduated in 63, played a little football back there, a little track and everything else, but, we had coaches. We had coaches back then, you talk about, and back in the 50s also.
We lost you again, Bill. Bill's having trouble. I think we have a battery problem in the pack, and we'll see. You back on there yet, Bill? No, in and out. So I've been interested, Bill, because I remember back in the 50s, I was there in the 50s, and Coach is a very important part of this program, but you can only do so much as a coach. The kids are going to have to step up, and I think that's what we're looking for now in the second half. But
Well,
Steve,
again,
I'm getting tired of saying that also.
Yeah, we've been looking for it and have said we're in week 4, and I'm still looking for somebody to step up and say, okay, listen, this is how we do it. We're going to lead.
Give me some consistency.
This is how, this is what I expect. Follow me. And we just don't have anybody doing that yet.
All right, guys, that's going to wrap up the True Value Hardware Wagner Gun Tech halftime show. Second half action is coming up next.
A stranger, crazier, quirkier group of dog lovers cannot be found. We've looked, and that's what you'll find at the Barking Lot in Titusville. Dogs love us because we love dogs. We do everything we can to make sure our clients, dogs, not people, are completely comfortable and happy when they come to our shop. We've worked hard to create a safe, happy, and wholesome environment for everyone. We offer grooming, daycare, and boarding. Plus, you'll find a few products that our clients will love, and so will their owners. So bring your pups in and let them discover their new home away from home. The Barking Lot on Franklin Street in Titusville.
Second half action just moments away. Our coverage of Titusville Rocket football this season is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, by Bayless Fuel Service, by Oil Creek Plastics, by Interstate Pipe and Supply, by Larry's Auto Service, by True Value Hardware, by Anderson Physical Therapy, by Armstrong, by the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, by the Titusville Dairy Products Company, by Joe Taylor Ford, by Farmers National Bank, by the Titusville Area Hospital Meadville Medical Center, by the Blue Canoe Brewery, by the Titusville Moose Family Center, by the Barking Lot, by Wagner's Gun Tech, by the Oil Country Federal Credit Union, by Corky's Pizza and Subs, by Family Video, and by the Titusville Beverage. Again, guys, the second half just moments away. Both teams coming off the field. And we are just about set to go.
Well, we'll see what Titusville can do. We have to kick off. Harbor Creek gets the ball on first possession here in the second half, and we'll see if Titusville now can pick it up a little bit here and get out of here with a good second half and take us out of our doldrums also. It's just easy to get caught up in it. You just expect a higher level. And
the problem is coming into this ball game, you expected basically you expected more, and you just
this is really one I thought we'd win.
And so it's it's disappointing on both fronts. And throughout that ball game, throughout that first half, pretty much we were beaten just about every phase of football you can get beat. And it wasn't pretty. It was pretty ugly, and hopefully this second half will go just a little bit better.
Well, find out. We're about set to get going. Is Harbor Creek will again receive, as we mentioned. They'll have, let me see, it looks like 12 or 13 and 14 back there. Officer Camp, it looks like, and Langer Williamson. Of course, they get to the other end of the field. Went out on the wrong side, so they'll switch those back.
There's Bill. Hi, Bill.
Hey, how's it going? I'm turning sideways for some reason. I don't know.
Parker Harvey will be doing the kicking. This ball we spotted at the 40-yard line. And we'll see now if Titusville can pick it up a little bit here and get something going here in the second half. Down by 30. Waiting now for the official. Boy, the officials have a whole lot of gumption themselves, don't they? I was watching them place the ball. I mentioned it during the broadcast first half, Steve. If you're trying to run a quick offense,
you're not doing it with this crew.
You'd never get it done with this crew.
You're not going to get it done here. No, it's
boy, they're slow.
This is a molasses in January crew.
Okay, set to go. Parker has it spotted up. You have two standing deep for Harbor Creek back at about their own 17-yard line. Harvey approaches, and the kick's going to go down short. It's going to be taken at the 27-yard line by an up man. He's coming out to the right side, and he's going to be hit and dropped as a flag down at the 39. And the ball tackle is made down about the 24-yard line. See what the flag is going to be here. Flag on this side of the field. Didn't see that last week.
I'm not too sure what that penalty was for. It must be a block in the back, maybe, or because it's away from the play. From the ball, I mean.
It's against Harbor Creek. So it will move it back. The ball was spotted at the Harbor Creek 27-yard line, and it's going to be moved back from that point. And let's see what they're going to do here.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
We're working at it up here. Try it again, Bill.
Can you hear me now?
There we go.
Okay, you'll never guess just what happened a little while ago.
No, you're right.
The head.
Up, there you go.
And
again.
we're not going to know now.
And we're not,
It's nothing personal, Bill, honest. Where did he bowl that game?
310.
Oh, well, that can't be that.
Okay, you got me now for a while?
Yeah, for a second or two.
Okay, the head referee just come over a little while ago before we started the second half and handed me a sheet here. It says, could you get some times they're supposed to write down when the penalties occur? He has no idea, so I just jotted down 4 times for him.
Gee, well, first down and 10 for Harbor Creek. The ball's back at their 14. Looking to throw. Now Pullman pulls it down, and he's up across the 20, close to the 20-yard line. He slides to a stop. And we have a flag down at the 15.
I think there's another holding call coming up here. He looks to throw this to his left side, nothing there, so he pulls it down. And you're going to see right coming in, there's the hold. When we were sending Jacobson inside, he got held a little bit, and I think that's what they caught there in the Oil Creek Plastics replay.
So 2 penalties to start the second half, and that will move the ball back half the distance. No, check that. It'll be inside the 10.
We're just talking about the old coaches, Jim, and we got cut off, right?
Yeah.
I remember Chalport, and Lee Mowry. Holy cow. Buck Crab. Wow. They wouldn't be too passive, would they?
No, and I'm sure Mr. Hancock wasn't either.
Nope.
First down in a bundle. Ball's given off to the tailback, straight ahead. Breaks out of tackle. He's out across the 15, and still going out across the 20. My gracious. Gets about to the 22. See where they spot. Almost enough for a first down. Goodness
about
gracious.
a yard shy there, and we've got people there at the point of attack, and just can't get a tackle done.
Second down and 1.
He runs a little sideways, doesn't he, when you watch him?
Yeah, he's pretty quick. Got quick feet. Back staying tight. Second down. Ball's given up to the tailback, straight ahead. He drives out across the 25. It'll be enough for the first down. I believe that's Barney on the carry. So in 2 plays, they make up the penalty, 20 yards, and they get actually 21. They get a first down and 10. The ball's out at the 26-yard line.
There again, Vroman, Harvey, and DeRose in on the tackle. We've been saying that trio of names a lot tonight as far as tackling goes, but still, it's just has not gone our way up front. We can't get any penetration going.
Man in motion to the right now for Harbor Creek. On the snap. Ball's given to the tailback, coming across the 25, out across the 30, and he's going to get out to the 35. Another first down. Well, very close to a first down. See where they spot. And it appears to me from here to be enough. It is enough for the first down.
That's Isaac Jackson coming in from the corner position to make the tackle there. But again, 10 yards downfield. We're just getting beat at the point of attack right now. The line of scrimmage is all Harbor Creek.
First down and 10. The ball's out to the 36-yard line. Pullman gives it off to the back, coming across the right side. Drives straight ahead across the 40 to the 41. Pick up about 6 or 7 on the play. Stop in there by Dunlap.
Dunlap on the stop. But again, you look at the push that they're getting up front on us. It's hard to make tackles when you're being pushed backwards. We got to get lower, I think, and a little more aggressive up front.
Second down and 4. The ball's out to the 42. Harbor Creek, first possession, doubles to the left. Man in the wing right. Now they put man in motion. The ball's given off to the motion man going across the right side. Tries to cut upfield. And that time we stopped that play right at line of scrimmage. Shut that one down.
And who's at the bottom of that one? Looks like Jacobson is in on that one, maybe Garrett as well. That was a good defensive play. Strung it out wide, made him, and didn't allow him to get his shoulder pads turned north and south and stop him for no gain.
Harbor Creek comes out at 3rd down and 5. The ball at the 41. Have 2 to the left. 2 in the backfield. Now they put Johnson in motion to the right. Ball's getting off to the tailback, straight through, and he's going to be stacked up, maybe a gain of 1 or 2 on the play. It's like Hoffmeister getting up there.
Hoffmeister, Partridge at the bottom of that, and again, Vroman also in on the play there. So finally get a stop here. Going to put him in 4th down.
A couple quick scores, guys. McDowell beating Clarkson North out of Canada, 21-14. Cameron Springs beating Cochranton, 33-6.
4th down punt. Titusville sends Perez back. He'll stand at the Titusville 30. Low snap. It's through his legs. It's on the ground.
Come get him.
Back at the 20. Then he gets the kick away, and it's going to be taken at the 44-yard line. I don't know. Did Titusville touch that?
Yeah, they did.
Wow. Fortunately, we got it back. There's a flag down.
But there's a flag. They're going to call roughing the punter.
Oh, mercy.
Oh, they can't.
Yeah, on this side, as soon as they hit the punter, his flag came out. It's laying at the 30-yard line from this side.
That's ridiculous.
Well, I didn't see it. I was watching the ball. But we'll see.
Well, the only hope is for the lead official to say, no, it was tipped. But, I mean, he makes contact on the punter. Now, I don't know whether it's going to be...
No, it's blocking the back.
Blocking the back against Harbor Creek. I thought they called rough because he threw it right when they hit the punter.
I'm sure we'll just take the ball right where it's at. It's at the 44 of Harbor Creek, and Titusville, I'm sure, will decline the penalty.
Well, it should be 10 yards from the spot, shouldn't it? Blocking the back, yeah.
I don't know if you want them to kick it again, though.
I don't know that I would.
No, it's 1st down and 10 Titusville with the 44. I'd take it right there.
This is your best field position right now.
We missed the last time we said this is the way I would do it. Coach Hancock had a better idea, so he has an idea. This crew is very slow in making decisions.
The average age is.
Hey, careful now, you're getting personal.
Never mind, but that's what it is. I'm sorry.
Hey, here's a couple other scores. Conneaut trailing Greenville 21-19 in the 2nd.
Whoa.
Sharon beating Hickory 13-0 in the 4th.
You know, the thing about that Sharon Hickory score, we've talked about it. Greenville beat Hickory first game of the week, and now Sharon's up on them. That leads me to wonder whether or not that 7th straight district title is not going to not to happen.
Maplewood narrowly leading Sagertown 61-0. Mercyhurst Prep beating Conneaut, Ohio 21-0 in the 3rd. Fairview leading Corey 21-6 in the 4th. Du Bois leading Oil City 28-7. Franklin behind Grove City 49-6. Meadville beating Warren 34-12.
Titusville declines the penalty, and they'll take the ball at the 40-yard line. Why the 40, I don't know. I guess
they moved it. I'm not sure what this crew's doing now. Didn't they move it up?
They moved it up 4 yards. We gained 4 yards, it looked like, in that play. But I thought we recovered it at about the 44. But they're saying maybe it was touched by Fairview. I don't know. Or Fairview, Harbor Creek. Anyway, Titusville 1st down and 10 at the 40. Triples to the left for Titusville. Fish running to the left side, gets the block, tries to cut it upfield, and cannot. It's going to lose about a yard on the play. Brings up a 2nd down 11.
Again, Harbor Creek here does a nice job of stringing this out wide on Titusville. Just not being able to get control of the line of scrimmage still.
Loss of 1, 2nd down and 11. 30-0, Harbor Creek on top. All 30 points coming in the first half, of course. Just underway here. Titusville's first possession at 7:40 left to go in the 3rd. Titusville will keep 2 in the backfield with Fish. Andrew on the snap. Oh, guard pulled. And they filled the gap, and we lose about 10. Well, not quite that many, about 6. Yeah, they shot that gap real quick on us as soon as we pulled, and Parker had no chance whatsoever to get to the outside to bring up a 3rd down and about 20 for Titusville.
I mean, we're pulling two guys, and, you know, I'm sure there's, I didn't play offensive line, so I don't know what the strategy is, but we pull a guard, I would think somebody's got to step down into that area. And if that's the case, nobody's doing it because they're coming in untouched.
Trips to the right for Titusville. Fish rolls to his right, looking to throw. Throws downfield, and he's headed for signs. The ball's out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. So that'll bring up a 4th down for Titusville. So we get good field position, and we actually lose about 8 yards from the beginning of this 3-down series. And we'll get into a 4th down situation, and I'm sure coach is going to go for this one. 4th down, 18, Titusville. We'll send Stover and Garrett wide to the left. Vroman and Signs to the right. Now we'll put Signs in motion to the left. Big rush coming. Pass over the middle. It's overthrown, and it's going to be intercepted at the 29. Coming across the 40, the 45, the 50, the 45. Nobody's going to get him. He's at the 20, and he's got a line of blockers. Pick 6. Harbor Creek with a pick 6 with 6:35 to go in the ball in the 3rd quarter. And that puts it at 36-0 Harbor Creek.
We're going to get some pressure again. We're getting pressure up there. He throws the ball downfield, overthrows it, tipped by a defender into another defender. Tip drill coming into play there. And then he's in the middle of the field, comes all the way to the left down the sideline. And you can see in the picture here, there's not a white jersey around him.
No, none whatsoever.
Until Parker Harvey gets down there towards the end. It's just going from bad to worse right now.
Jackson Favre was the young lad. He is a freshman, 5'8" freshman, intercepted that ball, took it back about 60 yards. Getting set now for the point after. Snap, placement, kick is up, and the kick is good. 6:34 to go in the 3rd quarter, 37-0 Harbor Creek.
You could be my love, even if the sky is falling down. I know that we'll be safe and sound.
So many Americans struggle with finances. Starting today, State Farm is here to help, giving us all the chance to simply sit down and learn. Visit letstarttoday.com or talk to an agent.
We're safe and sound.
.634 to go here in the 3rd quarter, and pick 6 for Harbor Creek puts them up 37-0. So we'll have the fast clock now for the game, assuming the officials can do a little bit more motion here. They're very slow at getting things done. They're just now getting up to the 40-yard line with the football. Not the quickest crew that we've watched this year. They'll spot it up at the 40 to get the kick away. Leading 37-0 Harbor Creek. Totally outplayed us.
So
now we have an official timeout. Parker Harvey is being taken over to the sideline. I'm not sure if
he's got a bad elbow, blood on his elbow, I think.
Yeah. I saw him talking.
Oh, it's another one of those sissy rules.
I saw him talking to Parker.
Do you remember when you played this game in
Hey, Bill, you ready to come up here and take over?
Bill, do you remember when you played this game in grass and mud, and when a little bit of blood came out, it wasn't any big deal?
Yep.
Nobody panicked until the bone stuck through.
That's right. If you saw bone, then you'd stop. This is getting more and more like soccer.
You did stop?
Perez comes in, and he'll take Parker Harvey's spot for this kickoff while they tend to the small wound. And now
they do the same thing in wrestling, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They do it in all sports now. Yeah. You see blood, you stop.
It's that started back in the AIDS thing back in the 70s or whenever that was. But waiting for Harbor Creek to get across the line to get ready for the kickoff. Slow moving game. Goodness gracious. All set to go, I think. 6:34 to go, 3rd quarter. Here comes the kickoff. Come down the right side. It's going to come to Perez. He's going to take it at the 8-yard line. out across the 15 to 20, cuts it back to the right side, and comes up to about the 25-yard line where he's knocked down at that spot. Titus will take over first down and 10 at the 25. So again, we'll see what goes on here with the Titusville Rockets. Titusville have a first down 10, and down 37-0. Boy, I don't know. Is it just me tonight, or that these guys
seems awfully slow?
We're after 9 o'clock, and we're just in the third quarter. All right, all set to go. Trips to the left for Titusville. Ball's given off to Parker Harvey. Drives straight ahead. Gets picked up with about 3 in the play. Brings up second down 7.
Now, we talked about it with Coach Hancock, maybe off camera a little bit. We talked about, the running game for Titusville, and people have to understand that, a 3-yard gain is a good play.
Yeah.
For your offense. So, here that's what you're looking for. You don't have to break 180 yards. Just get 3 yards.
Doubles to the right for Titusville. Again, the ball's given off to Harvey, trying to break to the outside. Drives across the 30 to about the 32. That's not a bad run by Parker that time. Picks up about 3 more.
That's not a bad run there by Parker, particularly when the defense has penetration into your backfield again. And it just disrupts everything in your running game and your passing game if you're giving up penetration.
Third down 5, Titusville. They'll stack them 3 to the right. Probably put Parker in motion. No, they do not, but they're going to run Fish to the right. Pass can come up short, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. That was Garrett. That brings up a 4th down and 5. The ball's at the Titusville 30-yard line, excuse me. See if Coach Hancock's going to punt the ball.
I think he'll punt it here.
He is going to punt it
deep
away.
In his own, not real deep, but he's at his own 30-yard line.
So Harvey will go back to punt. 2 back for Harbor Creek. Standing back is Johnson, I believe, along with Barney. We'll see if that's 19 on the far side. They're standing back at about the 32. Harvey, good snap. Looking to throw. Got a man going deep, and it is over the head of Jack Garrett. So Tom Hancock decides to make a little bit of a gamble. He had a man there, and the pass was just over the hand of Garrett. He was all by himself over there, but unable to make the reception.
And that's, that's a good gamble. You've got nothing to lose here now. And it was just a little bit. You're going to see here Garrett coming right out. Nobody watching him. He is open. And Parker Harvey just a little bit high on that throw. And that's not a bad throw from a tailback.
No, not at all. First down and 10, Harbor Creek. They'll take over at the Titusville 30. Take over on downs. Harbor Creek will send 1 to the left, 1 to the right. See if we get some new bodies in here for Harbor Creek. On the snap, ball's given off to the tailback coming across. And he's brought down.
Parker Harvey coming in there. And Parker Harvey's been brought in. He was early in the game. He was covering a wideout. And the running plays were gashing us up through the middle. They made an adjustment, brought Parker Harvey back into the middle linebacker. That's what we're talking about. Meeting somebody in the hole, but adjusting your pursuit to make the tackle. Gets him for a 1-yard loss.
This time we'll have both wings on both sides. And the ball's given to the quarterback, who's going to keep it, and he slipped and fell down. A little belly series. That's Favre, the quarterback for Harbor Creek this series.
I think that's the third game in a row we've seen a turf monster bring somebody down.
Yeah, I think it is. Brings up a 3rd down and 15 for Harbor Creek. Again, at the Titusville 35. Langer Williamson goes wide to the right. Checked it wide to the left. Hudock wide to the right. Some new uniforms out there for Harbor Creek. And that time coming up real quick to make the hit was Hoffmeister. And knocks the ball carrier down back in the 40-yard line. So it'll bring up the 4th down.
Boy, Hoffmeister did a nice job on the center that time. Right around him.
Yeah, he does do a nice job here. You beat the center. Those are the plays we're trying to make. we just got to start making them in the first quarter.
I don't think he played much in the first half.
Well, just Titusville in general. You got to make these plays in the first quarter.
3 to the right, single to the left for Harbor Creek. They're going to throw a bubble screen, and that is going to go either incomplete or completed and tackled in the backfield. And Titusville will take over on downs, first down and 10 out at their own 43-yard line.
No, Titusville defense stands up here against the Harbor Creek offense, and it's a mixed offense. I don't want to say they're all their second-tier players on there. I think they still had a few first-tier guys in there, but Titusville's offense now has got to take hold here and try to make something happen.
Drummond comes wide right. I believe it will be Signs in the slot right. Now we have 3 to the right. Parker Harvey backfield with Fish. Ball's given off to Harvey, drive straight ahead. Pick up maybe 1 or 2 in the play. Brings up a second down, give him 1. Second down 9 for Titus. So 1:40 left to go in third quarter. Let's see what Titusville decides to do here at second down and 9. We'll send 3 to the right, 1 to the left once again. Andrew Fish at quarterback for the Rockets. Going to throw a quick slot over the middle to Garrett, in and out of his hands. He reached out and just a little bit in front of him. Catchable, but difficult.
Do you have that one, Luke? I'd like to see that one again. I want to see Jack's route on this just to see real quick here if he's, yeah, go. And this is what we were talking about. You know this young man can go faster than this. Go faster. We got to start going full speed. It's what we talk about, the speed of play, and Titusville just doesn't have it right now.
Titusville third down play. Fish rolling to his right, looking downfield. Has the ball and knocked down in and out of the hands of Signs. Their linebackers are dropping deep, and we're not getting the ball over them. They're tipping the ball. And this time Signs unable to bring it down, so it brings up a fourth down. And 9 for Titusville.
Yeah, it's a tough throw to when the linebackers are getting deep drops and your receivers are in behind them. You're trying to throw that over the linebackers, but short of the safeties that are further back than the receivers. That's a tricky throw.
Trips to the right for Titusville. Single to the left. Fish looking to throw, still looking. Now throws over the middle. He's got Vroman complete at the 47, the 45, down to the 40-yard line. First down 10, Titusville at the 40-yard line of Harbor Creek. A good pass and catch that time.
One of the few plays where we've seen our quarterback actually have a little bit of time to look over the field, and he does a nice job. Now, he's hooked up there early, but watch, he'll come off of it. You'll see his eyes. He's going to come off the receiver and find Vroman coming across the middle. Good catch and move there by Vroman.
And third quarter will come to an end. Into 3 quarters of play, it's 37-0, Harbor Creek on top.
Whether you're a hunter, sports shooter, or collector, you'll want to come in and check out the all-new Wagner's Gun Tech. Wagner's Gun Tech is now open on State Highway 27 in Titusville, carrying a great selection of quality guns, ammunition, gun safes, and more. Wagner's Gun Tech is buying, selling, and trading firearms. They also offer expert gun repair and appraisal, and coming soon, professional gunsmithing. Wagner's friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you find just what you're looking for. Call them at 775-0688, or better yet, stop into Wagner's Gun Tech, Route 27, Titusville. The Titusville Moose Family Center number 84 is a proud supporter of Titusville Rocket Athletics. And just like in Rocket Sports, the Titusville Moose Lodge is committed to working together to make our community a better place to live, work, and play. The Titusville Moose Family Center contributes thousands of dollars into scholarship opportunities for area students, in addition to supporting other nonprofit entities in our own backyard. Students, get involved with your community and make a difference. Good luck, Rockets, and know we'll always be cheering for you from the Titusville Moose Family Center.
Titusville first down and 10, and we have a flag down and a hold as Titusville tries to run to the left side with the quarterback, Andrew Fish, and my guess it's a hold on Titusville. Usually when you get a sweep like that, somebody's grabbed a jersey or locked an arm. So Harbor Creek will probably take this penalty, I would assume. Are we still in contact with Bill down there?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Pretty quiet over there, isn't it, Bill?
Yep, the time is flying by.
No, I don't think fast enough for some folks. Holding is the call.
Titusville showed a little life in that on that pass play.
Yeah, they did. They picked up a nice first down with that pass to Vroman. Need a bunch more of those. Of course, we have a running clock with the mercy rule at 37-0. 11:40 left to go in the game. Fish looking to throw over the middle. Complete to Jack Garrett. Garrett comes across the 45 and gets it down to about the 44, maybe the 43-yard line. See where the spot's going to be. I think they're going to move it at the 44. Second down and about 14 for Titusville. Trips to the right for the Rockets. Single to the left. Harvey in the backfield with Andrew. Andrew looking to throw. Throws over the middle. Passes in and out of the hands of Signs at the 32.
Come on. Catch the ball, boys.
Yeah, that was a little bit behind him, but that was catchable. That goes incomplete. Brings up a third down and 14.
See, now part of that wants me to believe, because we've seen this happen every week. You know, we see balls in hands that should be caught and are dropped. That's a concentration issue, I think, in a large part. That's
my thing about mental, fundamental mental things. Titusville send two to the left, two to the right. Third down play for the Rockets. Fish looking downfield over the middle. Pass this time is complete to Signs, but take it back to the original line of scrimmage, about the 40. So bring up a 4th down and 10 for the Rockets. Again, Titusville's offense never getting going again this evening, but neither did the defense really, although they played better defensively than they did offensively tonight. Special teams, as Steve alluded to in the first half, really let us down here this evening. Right from the very get-go. That fumbled kickoff kind of set the tempo for the game.
It really did. In the second series for us didn't help either. You know, we just out of sync, and there's a helmet-to-helmet hit that's not there. It is.
Yeah, there's a flag.
All right, I'll take that back. He called that one. Yeah, you're right. The opening right from the start of this football game, we've been playing just really bad football. On that, you're going to see there's the hit. That's you know, that's, and there's nobody blocking him. He's on a dead run into the. You know, he has no excuse that somebody blocked me, or
that was a 3-step
quarterback
hit.
Doesn't move his head at all. But yet he delivers a ball that should have been caught, and this is, you know, if you hear us, it's just. You've got to make these. You got to start making plays. You've got to start making these plays, guys.
So it'll be a penalty against Harbor Creek for the helmet-to-helmet. And we're talking, Luke, coming up. I don't know if you watched any of the college games. New Mexico and Boise State, and they had a hit on the Mexico quarterback that was unbelievably hard.
Wow. I was watching.
Guy was ejected, but
Penn State Pitt.
Well, this game was Boise, New Mexico State was last night.
Looking down the right side, and the pass is intercepted at the 20, the 25, the 30, coming across the field. He's out of his far, out across the 45, the 50, the 45, and the 30. Brings it back to the inside. Breaks more tackles, coming on down. He's at the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown. You got to be kidding me. Boy, that's one you don't want to show the kids. Holy cow.
No, that's one you do show.
Yeah.
You show this one.
There's no reason for him to hit in the end zone, folks.
This is the example. This is the play that we talk about where when we question desire and heart. This is what we're talking about. There is absolutely, and I mean absolutely no way, this young man who plays the ball well, but there's no way he should take it from like the 25 to the end zone on this play. This is just should not happen.
This is the second pick 6. And
we're replaying. This is the replay on the hit on the quarterback, Fish.
Oh yeah.
And you know, for that young man, just to let you know, that hit there is an ejectable hit in NCAA football.
43-0. Waiting for the snap. Placement, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. Wow. 9-11 to go in the ball game. 44-0 Harbor Creek. Was that?
You ready to pull them now?
I want to show the
I mean, there's no reason for this whatsoever. And this is still your first team offense that's on the field here. And the interception, I understand. I don't have a problem with that. He threw the ball into a crowd. Shouldn't have thrown the ball to begin with.
That's a sophomore mistake.
But it's a sophomore mistake that has been beaten up a lot tonight.
Yeah.
And but to allow that, he was on the far side from us, and he comes up the field, comes all the way across the field, down the right sideline. We had 5 or 6 guys around him. There was absolutely no way I thought he'd get into the end zone, and nobody put a hand on him.
Yeah, not a good effort. That's his second pick 6 of the night, and both of them for over 60 yards.
This is going to be a very long, long bus ride home.
Yeah. 44-0, Harbor Creek, as Titusville now gets set to receive the kickoff. Harvey once again back along with Palma. Standing back at our 10. Haven't yet kicked it to them. Usually kick it at an angle. Try and maybe get to the second tier. Still don't know why exactly they do that, but that's what they've chosen to do. We're waiting again for the official to get the ball out to the 40. We need to get them some go-karts down there, Bill.
Yep. Just one of them nights, guys. Just one of those nights.
Yeah, crazy night.
The pace of this game is really upsetting.
Yeah, it's very, very slow. 9:11 left to go in the ball game. Waiting for the kickoff. Here comes Steve. The replay.
Yeah, he's already made it from the left to the right. Now, there's a good effort by Hoffmeister. Now, watch here. What do we have here? 1, 2.
They get hands on him.
3, 4. He doesn't even know where he's at. Here comes 5, 6. What are we doing?
Kickoff comes down to Titus. We'll take it at the 32, and we bring it out to about the 38-yard line. So, not much of an effort there.
I mean, a couple of them could have just, I think, were close enough to just fall on him. And it's been that kind of night all night. That's and that's the problem with his football team is and I do not know, cannot tell you what you can do to change it.
Guys, looking down here on the sideline, the only Titusville player that I've seen that's really been mad is Hoffmeister. He's really been upset.
Trips to the right, single to the left for Titusville. Quick pass over the middle is complete to Jacobson. He gets inside the 50 to about the 46-yard line of Harbor Creek. First down and 10, Titusville. That's about the best ball I've seen him throw tonight.
Well, it's a good ball and it's a good catch. And here we see a positive play for Titusville. Good, strong play for Titusville. Let's see if we can stop from going backwards after this play. See if we can continue going forward, because we've not done that yet tonight.
First down and 10, Titusville at the 45 of Harbor Creek. Ball's given off to Harvey. Drives ahead, gets across the 45 to the 44. Second down, 9. $8:11 left to go in the ball game.
I think Parker Harvey's starting to get a little tired. He's put in a long night tonight.
Yeah, he has.
Both offensively and defensively.
I think he's got an arm that's hurting him, guys.
Looks like his right arm seems to be hurting him. Doubles to the right. Ball's given off. No. On the tailback coming around. And we take it down inside to about the 40-yard line. It'll be third down and officials timeout. They have a player down for Harbor Creek. 44-0, Harbor Creek on top with 7:42 to go in the ball game and an injury on the field.
The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home is dedicated to providing the highest level of service to Titusville and surrounding communities. Our family and staff continues the tradition started by Gordon B. Garrett in 1965, treating our clients with care and respect. Since then, we have grown, now in our third generation and in 2 locations, 303 North Washington Street and 203 East Main Street, Titusville. The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, a history of tradition and commitment to excellence.
7:42 to go in the ball game. 44-0, Harbor Creek on top, and the injured player get up and come off unassisted, so that's good for Harbor Creek. Titusville now will come out with doubles to the left and doubles to the right. Andrew Fish at quarterback for Titusville, dropping straight back, looking over the middle, and is incomplete to Jacobson. A lot of over the middle stuff here this evening for Andrew.
Yeah, a lot of it. And I think one of the things that you have to remember is when you put a new quarterback in, especially a young quarterback, that playbook shrinks a little bit. Yeah. There's only a certain amount of plays he's ready to run at this point. So you don't have the whole offense that you might have been running with Jack Garrett at quarterback.
Titusville now will send 3 to the right. Single to the left. Andrew dropping back, looking to throw. Got to get outside. And he's going to be caught behind the line of scrimmage. Big loss of about 16. Check that, about 12. Trying to roll to his right and get away from the rush, but was unable to do so. And so the ball will be turned over to Harbor Creek, first down and 10 at the Titusville 43-yard line.
And again, I don't know whether it's whether they're stunning a whole lot or whether they're blitzing a whole lot, or we've just not picked up anything. Of course, when you're going back with an empty backfield, you got no back to pick up a blitz or anything else. It's all on the guys up front, and it just has not gone well for Titusville.
Harbor Creek will send singles to the right and left. All new players in here for Harbor Creek. On the snap, the ball's going to be given off to the tailback. No, check that. The quarterback's going to get to the outside. He's out at the 40, 35, the 30, and has tried to stay in bounds, but was unable to do so, and gets knocked out of bounds at the Titusville 28-yard line.
And that's a full-blown read option here. There you can see we're running inside, and that's Jacobson on the inside. I don't know if that's his responsibility or not, but that gives up the edge in that case, and 20 yards downfield they go.
Casey Smith, freshman quarterback, running for Harbor Creek right now. Harbor Creek with 2 in the backfield. Smith gives the ball off to the tailback, jumps across the right side, and he's going to get into Titusville's 25-yard line, maybe just right at the 25.
And again, we're going to see penetration here, and I think it's Colin Hoffmeister. He's going to come through here, but he comes in and just can't find a running back. He's through and has decent penetration, but we're throwing an arm out because we don't know where the running back's at.
So it brings up second down and 7. Doubles right side now for Harbor Creek, single to the left. On the snap, pitch back comes to the tailback, coming to the outside, and he'll get knocked out of bounds about the 22-yard line. It does not stop the clock because of the mercy rule. Third down 5 for Harbor Creek. Single left, single right for the Huskies. Totally dominated the game here this evening. Ball's good enough to, the quarterback keeps, gets to the outside. He might make the end zone. Cuts it upfield, and he's at the 5 and can be brought down about the 3. Good read by the quarterback on the option, and he takes the ball down to about the 3-yard line of Titusville.
Yeah, we get penetration up here, but our defensive tackle, and I don't know whether, again, I don't know what the responsibilities are here, but he gets sucked to the inside. The quarterback does a nice job of pulling it out of the fullback's stomach and taking it out to the outside.
Garrett makes the tackle down deep. First down and goal, Harbor Creek with the Titusville 3. Ball's given up to the tailback, and he's going to be smacked at about the 6-yard line. Brought down, no gain on the play.
So that's DeRose there coming in on, and we're starting to try to send some linebackers too. Once we brought Parker Harvey into the middle, we started to try to send him. We sent DeRose there. We sent Christian Roman, who in an otherwise bad night of football for Rockets has had a pretty decent night on his part.
3:36 to go in the ball game. Second down and goal from the 6 now for Harbor Creek. Again, they're sending single wideouts on each side. Smith pitches back to the tailback, tries to get to the corner. He's at the 10. He's not going to get beyond the 10. Driven out of bounds at that point. It'll bring up a third down and goal from the 5. Again, a lot of new shirts in here for Harbor Creek.
And it's Jacobson there getting free off the block and kind of close there to a horse collar. Don't think he had his hand down inside the pad. I think that's what saved him.
2:50 left to go in the ball game.
You know, times have really changed when your quarterback is wearing 90.
Yeah, hasn't it though? I noticed that. I had to look it up in the program. So I found out it was Casey Smith. Quarterback gives it off to the tailback straight ahead. And he's hit it to 5 and drive down to about the 4. Checked it to 3. Not sure. I think it was Hoffmeister that made the initial hit.
I think Hoffmeister and Jacobson both in on the tackle.
4th down and 4. Or a 4th down and goal from the 4. For Harbor Creek, if you just tuned in, Harbor Creek has dominated Titusville in a game that we really thought we had a good shot at winning, and we haven't even put any points on the board. 44-0. Snap, ball goes straight ahead, and the ball carrier is going to get stacked up at about the 7-yard line, so Titusville will take over their first down and 10 at the 7 with 1:50 to go in the ball game.
Really not much to say here, is there?
No, not much you can say about this. Just let the clock run out and get out of here. Now we have, in all honesty, and if you've been listening, you know, if you're listening to it on stream, we are hard on the kids. But the truth is they're playing very poorly tonight. And I suspect Mr. Hancock's not very happy either. First down 10, Titusville trips to the right. Ball's given off to Harvey. He drives straight ahead across the 15, and he'll bring it out to the 20. I think it's Harvey. 1:30 left to go in the ball game. Very quiet crowd on both sides of the field here, Steve. It is Parker Harvey.
This is a good run by Parker. This is the kind of hard, aggressive running you want to see in the first quarter as well as the last.
First down 10, Titusville. Giving off to the tailback coming across the left side from the wing. That's Signs. Picks up a few on the play, maybe 2 or 3. Brings up second down 7, second down 8. With 1 minute to go in the ball game. Trips to the right for Titusville. Waiting for coach to send in the play. This will probably be the last play of the game. Doubles to the right, keep a wing in the right. Check doubles to the left. Pass over the middle, and it is knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Goes incomplete. And so with 25 seconds left to go, the clock is running. I don't think Titusville will run another play. 44-0 Harbor Creek here at the Huskies home field in Harbor Creek, Pennsylvania. And Harbor Creek all the way through dominated the ball game right from the get-go. We'll wrap it up here in a little bit. Final score, Harbor Creek 44, Titusville nothing. We'll be back with a wrap right after this.
Anderson Physical Therapy is committed to your long-term health and well-being. With certified licensed therapists, Andersons can provide therapy for all your rehabilitation needs. With offices located at 202 Union Street in Titusville and 118 Main Street, Tityute, Anderson looks forward to opening their new location in Cambridge Springs, making it convenient for you to get back to doing the things you enjoy. So stay on top of your game with Anderson Physical Therapy, with convenient locations in Northwest Pennsylvania and online 24/7 at andersonphysicaltherapy.net.
Healing Heroes is an opportunity for Armstrong and our communities to give back. We've partnered with Guardian Angels Medical Service Dogs, which rescues, raises, and individually trains the highest caliber service and assistance dogs at their facility in Williston, Florida. They are then paired with veterans with disabilities such as PTSD, seizure disorders, and more. If you would like to help, visit facebook.com/ArmstrongOneWire and click the Healing Heroes tab. Together, we can unleash the power to heal.
A A stranger, crazier, quirkier group of dog lovers cannot be found. We've looked, and that's what you'll find at the Barking Lot in Titusville. Dogs love us because we love dogs. We do everything we can to make sure our clients, dogs, not people, are completely comfortable and happy when they come to our shop. We've worked hard to create a safe, happy, and wholesome environment for everyone. We offer grooming, daycare, and boarding. Plus, you'll find a few products that our clients will love, and so will their owners. So bring your pups in and let them discover their new home away from home, the Barking Lot on Franklin Street in Titusville.
Sometimes a project becomes more than just checking off your to-do list.
Behind every project is a true value, with locations in Titusville and in Franklin.
Hospital partners, Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital together provide a continuum of high-quality care across Crawford County. Both create the ultimate patient experience. Every patient, every time. Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital are more than a hospital. We are a hospital partner, a community partner, a family partner, and a health partner.
And welcome back. This is the Corky's Pizza Family Video post-game show here from Harbor Creek, the Paul J. White's Stadium. Guys?
Well, not much you can say. We said it all during the evening. Right from the very get-go, we fumbled the kickoff, opening kickoff. They took it in and got the touchdown, and it just went from down from
let's
there.
go right to Bill. Bill?
Okay, guys, can you hear me all right?
Yep.
Coach, just one question. Do you throw this game out and burn the film?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's probably just, again, we talked about it pregame as far as fundamentals and stuff. And, you know, interceptions, you got to be able to get after it and make tackles, and we just...
Gone now.
Hey, keep after him, buddy. Okay, guys, there you go.
Thanks, Bill.
Yeah, he's pretty much right. You just scrap it. I don't know what you do. I don't think I'd quite scrap it. I think it's the one to make him look at. And as bad as it was, you need to see how bad it was. And I don't know. You can't be a happy coach after this. So
I think he really knows how bad it was.
Oh, I know. I don't mean him.
He sounded pretty good. I mean, like he's.
Well, that's Tom.
Oh, what are you going to do?
That's coach.
Exactly, though. That's.
I think as a coach goes, he's more in a state of disbelief.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
I think more than anything else, I think he's terribly disappointed in his football team, and he has every right to be.
Well, I'm not talking about the coach looking at the film. I'm talking about showing it to the kids, and I let the kids see just how bad it was, because I don't know if they really understand it, and then pointed it all out. I don't know. It's just hard to tell how they want to go with it.
Well, Steve, after a game like this, what's practice going to be like next week?
It's
hard to tell.
It's hard to tell because you're week 4. You've scored 3 touchdowns. You've been mercy ruled every game. It's just been hard, and so I don't know. I guess my thing would be how have I handled it up till now? Because whatever I've done up till now about these games hasn't worked, so I need to try something else. So if I've been calm and had a calm demeanor and tried to approach this as logically as you possibly can, like a Coach Yashevsky would do, then I would probably change things up and try to go to maybe a little bit more, maybe not the extreme of Coach Bobby Knight, but maybe more of a Bobby Knight approach to it. I'd start to get a little bit more vocal, a little bit louder, start demanding a little bit more. But right now, where this team is at, you're 0-4 and 0-10 is staring you just smack dab in the face.
That's it, in a nutshell.
Are you doing the
player of the game?
Player of the game.
Player of the game.
Tough one. You have to go to defense, Steve.
Well, I'd have to go to defense. We only had a couple of bright spots on the offense. Defensively, I really thought I liked the way Vroman played tonight. He's not a very big kid, but he did stick his nose in there, made some tackles. He was, I think, the leading receiver for Titusville tonight. Now, that might mean he only had 10 yards. I don't know, but
well, you know,
check with that. But at least we had a kid that showed up and was trying to do something.
With DeRose injured, he's probably been our most reliable linebacker in other games because he's played well in some other games.
He has played well in some other ball games.
Tonight he's
but you know, and this is one of the things too that hurts us too is you've got Lucci DeRose, who's your leading tackler, over 100 tackles last year, playing one-handed. Yeah. And that, you know, you can block him to the one side, take away his only good viable hand, and you've essentially won your blocking assignment on DeRose, and that's unfortunately, but hopefully it'll change.
Well, here's a positive. We're back home next week. 3 weeks at home at Carter Field. Can't wait to be back. We've only been there once this year.
Yeah, that'll be nice to be back to Carter Field, and perhaps that'll bring us a little different tenor in our game. So you know, Connie, Ohio next week.
Yeah, and in the midst of that, we're going to be celebrating homecoming. So
next week?
No, 2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks. Okay.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. So we have.
I'll be away that week.
No.
Well, you know, and here at Mercyhurst Prep tonight, it got Connie at Ohio 35-7. Corey came back on Fairview 29-28.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they got a. Well, I don't have my glasses, so take that with a grain of salt. But I think that's what my phone says.
Last thoughts, Bill?
Nope. Good night, everybody. See you next week.
Guys?
Nothing. We're looking forward to next week. See if we can do something a little bit better because it sure wasn't real pretty tonight.
Alrighty, guys, that's going to do it for us for this Week 4 broadcast. We'll be back at Carter Field next week and looking forward to being home. Our coverage of Titusville Rocket football this season made possible by State Farm Insurance, by Bayless Fuel, by Oil Creek Plastics, by Interstate Pipe and Supply, by Larry's Auto Service, by True Value Hardware, by Anderson Physical Therapy, by Armstrong, by the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, by the Titusville Dairy Products Company, by Joe Taylor Ford, by Farmers National Bank, by the Titusville Area Hospital Meadville Medical Center, by the Blue Canoe Brewery, by the Titusville Moose Family Center, by the Barking Lot, by Wagner's Gun Tech, by the Oil Country Federal Credit Union, by Corky's Pizza and Subs, by Family Video, and by the Titusville Beverage.